But also, if we don't save them and they're dead, do we
Get paid.
get
Like
yes?
we can
You
show
said it.
proof.
You said it.
Let's
I was
just
just leading to
let's
it.
just we have proof that we found them
hmm
and we just bring that back to them.
They
Say, "Hey,
didn't
look."
say dead or alive. They
Yeah, yeah,
said
yeah. It didn't
they
say
said find
live.
them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
Are you eating 2 grapes at one time with a fork?
No.
You're supposed to eat them in a bowl with a big spoon. Come on.
You're supposed no,
Like
you're supposed to
cereal, like 5 at a time.
grab the whole thing and then drop one in your mouth at a time. I think that's more D&D.
But I
Oh,
can't.
got
I
it. Yeah, my
can't.
bad.
Like, how do I work computer while messy hand?
That's true. That's fucking
Grape is not messy, or
It's
is it?
wet. I washed it.
yeah.
I don't dry my grapes after I wash it.
You toss your grapes in the blender, you puree them, put them in a bowl, and eat it like soup. Yeah,
With a
everyone knows this.
spoon.
Get
Yeah.
lost in the sauce. Grape sauce.
You
Grape
guys are so
sauce.
weird.
I got judged by my coworkers when we
Yeah.
were playing Among Us, and I was eating like hot Cheetos with a chopstick, and they're like, "Are
Bro,
you
that's how you
eating?"
make chips too. That's
And
how you
they're
make chips too. Yes,
and they're
sir.
like, "Are you using chopsticks to eat hot Cheetos?" I was like, "Yes." What do you mean? Like,
Look, I'm not a fucking weeb, but any day of the week you'll catch me. Absolutely.
yeah.
My dad eats salad with chopsticks. And I think he would just, and I've tried it, and I think it's actually more enjoyable. Like, I don't know. If you're not trying to like rush eat your salad, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, but
But
how do you get
anyways,
like? I like getting like multiple stuff on my fork at once, and then I like eat it. That's what you can't get with a chopstick. It's like you pick up one at a time. I feel like with a chopstick.
how many grapes can you get on your fork at one time?
Well, right now I did 5.
Oh wow,
No
that's
So, and I
impressive.
just put it in my whole mouth. So
That's crazy.
That's impressive.
yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you. I don't know what's for the fork or me.
You shouldn't show me the stupid popcorn bucket. I'm like down the rabbit hole. I'm like, where?
We're never gonna
Where
find.
do I
We're
go
gonna
to
Where
find
can I
acquire
get one
one?
in stock?
We're
eBay
gonna find it
now.
on eBay for like
Yeah.
$100, dude.
For
I
real.
can't believe
So
it. For some reason, all the
crazy.
Black Adam merch isn't sold out. I don't know, man.
What?
Get rid
Damn.
of the Black Adam popcorn bowl. You're set.
Damn,
But
dude. It's gonna be just like those Disney popcorn buckets that they like hella people try to grab, and then it's like $1,000 on eBay, and you're like, really,
oh
dude?
my
They're
God.
gonna
Mhm.
restock it in a week.
Mhm,
Like,
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yep.
let's get into it. Chapter 4, Tomb of the Aeon. Our rescue expedition continued their exploration of the Tomb of the Aeon, and in their investigating of the tomb's namesake, they discovered the seeming ability to communicate with themselves by writing on its walls, and gathered that some version of them have been in these tombs for quite some time. After gathering as much information as possible, they left through the same door they had entered in, only to discover that the path had changed since their arrival. The trio followed this impossible hallway into a vast and dark expanse, where within they discovered Captain Amar Durand, who had appeared to have gone mad from his time within the tomb. After a brief scuffle, they subdued the mad captain and found on him the diary of Dr. Celine Isadora, which detailed the beginning of the research team's exploration. Pressing further on, they arrived into a library, where they discovered a dead body in Strixhaven garb. All right, so you are in this room full of tomes, scrolls, a desk in its center with scattered papers, among which Kalji found another entry in Dr. Celine Isadora's journal, which had been ripped out. And of the items in this room, there is the body on the floor.
And as I'm looking at the body, it's fully a skeleton, right? Like it looks like it's been here for ages.
Correct.
Okay. So I'm looking through the skeleton things and trying to look and see if there's anything identifying. And I found a eyeglass, right?
Correct. A pair of eyeglasses, small, hanging on a chain around the neck of this skeleton.
Can I put them on?
Yeah, of course.
Does like my head hurt? Like, are they
Yeah,
just
they're
regular
very
glasses,
they're
or-
a very strong prescription.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I mean, looks like someone else didn't make it out of here. That's 2 for trapped, 0 for getting out.
I know that you're very curious, and I appreciate that. so curious that you tried on this dead person's eyeglasses. Also noted.
Look, they're bones at this point. You know what I mean? Like there's no goop on it. You know, as I look at the body, it's just a skeleton, right? No corpse goop.
Correct.
What is there?
All the
Okay.
corpse goop had since decomposed and gone away.
Gooped.
And gooped,
Alright.
yeah.
But as I look at Auntie, you're saying Auntie has a little bit of corpse goop on her cheek.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell Auntie, you know, she's looking younger than ever. You know, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I got to poke it. Does it just feel like how like typical like decayed aged flesh would feel?
Yeah.
Or
You take it to be like a bit of musculature that looks as if it had been decaying for a long time, but knowing Auntie and the several times you looked into the empty eye sockets that make up her skull, you're very familiar, and this is new.
observing the
Say-
breaks from previous battle damage, do they look the same, or are the breaks still there?
The breaks are still there. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I say pardon, but then I don't give anyone time to react, and I pinch the goop on
Sure.
Auntie's cheek.
Mhm.
Does she react?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Does she hit me? Dude,
Well,
what happens?
Lyra, do you take Auntie to be more like feisty and like slap away the arm, or like
Yeah,
recoil
yeah.
and the feeling of
she slaps
sensitivity? Mm.
in the way that you know, if you went up to someone's aunt and pinched their cheek, I think about how they would react. You know,
Uh-huh.
what the fuck, man?
Uh-huh.
But you know, not like
Fascinating.
no closed fists. You know, she's not going for the knockout, but definitely like what's wrong with you? You know, yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe we should keep the skull that we've just found, just in case it too starts growing goop.
Are you trying to grow yourself a head?
Maybe if the head has answers.
I like that answer. I just go and I start exploring the room, looking around the shelves to see what odds and ends I see. So, are there lots of bookshelves? Right? I think we said this was a library.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are a lot of books. Go ahead and roll for me to investigation to see if there are. Yeah, and as you rifle through, you notice a lot of these have become unintelligible, faded with time. Let's see if let's roll to see if you find anything of note.
It's not looking good. 6.
Okay. Yeah, the several you pull out all seem really weathered, and a lot of the texts are like have pages just ripped from them, and then the remaining pages in some of these texts are just barely legible. The ink faded with time. Some some stray markings here and there, but nothing nothing substantial enough to arrive at a thought, or
Are there any markings like on the spine of the book, or any sort of title or anything like that?
Okay. Let's see.
Also, as you know, you think about that. I'm looking to everyone else and saying, well, if there's a library here, that means there were people here at some point. Do we know anything about the history of the temple other than it being a temple to the old gods? I'm assuming someone worshipped here at some point, right?
Okay, sorry, Xssithiss, go ahead.
Yeah, do I know anything from my studies?
Okay, I want everyone to roll for me. History. Xssithiss, I could say you roll from advantage. Roll with advantage, rather.
What is it, investigation or history?
History. I got a 10.
History. Yeah.
21.
Okay.
Sheesh.
Give me the answers.
22. Well, that seems really weird. Why would I know? It doesn't make sense.
I say something and you're like, well, actually.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Kalji's having a Slumdog Millionaire, like in a past like very specific situation. Like, oh shit,
Okay. Lyra, to answer your question regarding the text written on the spine, you don't see words in particular that you can read. Rather, on the front cover, you see an Ouroboros. a snake devouring its own tail. Kalji and Xssithiss. With regards to anyone worshipping in the Tomb of the Aeon, you know that there are, both of you have heard of religious zealots who have made a pilgrimage to this location. And you know the general consensus of these zealots is that they were mad due to the reputation of this tomb and the fact that no one leaves. You know that these people set off on a pilgrimage seeking a deity located within. That specific deity, you do not know which. It's just that you know in the past, religious zealots have made it a point to take a pilgrimage all the way through that rough desert in the Xanian domain that you yourself had just traversed to just be within these walls. You've never heard of anyone making it out.
So,
Well, does anyone come out of here? Do we know if anyone's come out of here? Maybe not the same people that went in.
Yeah, the both of you have never heard of anyone making it out. Zealots or otherwise.
Nice.
Zealots, explorers, people who have stumbled upon this location or otherwise. Never known
If
anyone
nobody
to...
if nobody left, then how did they know to come here? I'm confused.
I guess word gets around, you know, that's a big
Yeah.
old thing in the middle of the desert, you know? I guess it stands out, right?
You're right. Kalji just goes, I think my brother used to write about this place. He said we should never come in here. And I guess
Huh. I guess that seems to be the common consensus. Huh.
and Kalji's just like too concerned. It's like
But here we are.
yeah, and so Lyra's looking at like the books and stuff. Is like we found like pages from which doctor?
Isadora?
Yeah, Dr. Isadora. Is there anything that looks like pages written by Dr. Emmerich? Didn't one of the pages say that he was writing stuff up too?
Go ahead and roll
can
for
I-
me investigation.
Oh fuck. Oh. 17?
17. As you continue parsing through the loose papers or things that might seem more recent compared to everything else that's like stationed in this room, you find scrawled text, really indiscernible handwriting, but nothing that notes language in common belonging to that of a researcher.
And then I go, can any of you guys read this? And I like hold it up to them.
And I step forward and take a peek, and I'm super excited because I'm like, I wonder if this fits my hypothesis. Okay. And the language is okay.
Except as you look at it, you recognize this as some of the circular handwriting you've explored before. Or no, that you had seen Lyra written down in that brief instant that 3 runic lines had appeared above the epitaph upon your reading the epitaph. These are similar to that.
We were able to read the epitaph before, right? Because it told us that nobody leaves.
The epitaph was in an archaic form of common that you're able to, and the text was worn down, but you had been able to discern what it had said. The lines underneath it were under this circular sort of handwriting, or
okay, so
runic,
I can't
circular sort of rune.
read this then. Okay. I wonder if things are opposite here. If what's dead is alive and that fits in Ouroboros, then my theory is the way out is in. I don't know. another hypothesis, but
The way
wonder
out. What if the way out is to die? Nah,
I
nah.
all right, you know, I'm all up for an experiment,
Like,
but someone's
Kalji
got to be
said
the
it.
observer.
Kalji said it and then immediately backtracked because he remembers how experimental Xssithiss was, and was like, no. No.
I don't think we have to put in extra work to try this one out. It seems like this place is already trying to kill us, so why make it easier, you know?
We might
And
already be slowly dying.
as I say that, I'm looking around on the shelves and I'm trying to see if there's like a book I can pull for secret, you know, Scooby-Doo type entrance. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Oh.
Roll me investigation one more time.
All right.
Wait,
That's
what's
a
the
16.
layout of the room again, too?
Okay. The layout of the room is the door you had entered in. And then right across from you, or at the far wall, this isn't that big of a room. At the far wall is
Okay.
another door. And then on the left side of this room are the bookshelves that line this room. And then at the center is just a long table with several pieces of parchment like splayed throughout. And Lyra, as you investigate these bookshelves, try to pull at books that might enact or that might trigger a secret entranceway, they all just come down, pull out, and nothing seems to respond to your actions in that respect.
I guess the only thing I've learned from any of these books is the Bora Bora kind of seems in theme with, you know, how time behaves in here. But that's about all I got. Do you guys want to keep on looking around in here?
I look at my snake. I'm like, and then I'm like, I form a circle with my body. And because like I'm a snake also, so I'm just go all the way back, and then I'm like, do I feel anything? Just trying it out.
Just a stretch.
Does my back crack?
Roll Constitution.
I'm just kidding. Okay. Okay. 19.
Yeah, after that fight in that dark room had you feeling a bit stiff, but this stretch backward, you hear like a couple vertebrae crack in quick succession.
I go, that didn't work, guys, but it did feel great. You should try it sometimes, as like the top of my head is touching the tip of my tail.
I think I'll pass. I don't know if I'm as flexible.
No.
No from you. All right, I don't like that. I'm going for the back door.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else in here other than books that I can't read.
I go, wait, aren't you gonna try to bring this skeleton to life?
Oh, I don't know if I have the energy to control more than one at a time right now.
Oh.
Check in with me later on after we've experienced more things.
I go, okay, and then I just grab the head.
Oh, you're gonna just grab the head?
Is it like hard to disconnect it from the rest of the bones? Should I just grab all of them?
Yeah, actually, looking at the clothing, you said it's just the clothing of the college, right? Like an outer garment.
We probably should grab it just for proof.
Long hold on. Let's see. Yeah, long like noble robes. The color scheme is that of, sorry, 1 second. It was red, like crimson red, and a beige color ornamentation.
Well, let's hope they don't come back to life, but I'm gonna take the robes.
Okay.
Just the robe? Or are you taking the bones?
No, just the robes. If you want the bones, they're all yours.
Okay. All right. I try to just grab the head. Is it like really attached?
Very loosely attached. You can pop it off.
I turn and I'm like, can you bring back just a head, or do I need to take the whole body for the future?
I mean, I don't know what use just the head would be. It's not as if my relationship with my aunt is very special in that we can't just access the memories and the, personality of most corpses.
I look at it, I'm like, then I guess I just need the head just to see if a goop, as you call it, grows back on it. And I stick it in my pocket.
I think that's the scientific term.
And I, it might be nice to talk to someone with some actual brains. No, it has no head, just a head, I guess.
I just have a question. Is there any item in this room that looks like that can like wither over time?
I mean, you know that all organic or formerly organic things are prone to wither. So yeah, the clothes that Lyra had taken had become a little bit faded, lost their sheen. The paper is really fragile, and some of them break to the touch. The books had become frayed at their edges, collected dust. Even the shelves themselves are like barely holding in place.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of grabbing something that could possibly, because like I remember me looking at each other and not seeing us like, at least from my view, I don't notice us like withering away. But maybe if I can grab something from this room that I can like use as a like, oh, this looks like it's getting worse than I thought it would be type of situation. But it's just books in here, right? There's nothing like a plant or anything.
No, nothing. Definitely nothing like that.
And do any of the book? I take one last sweep. Do any of these books look familiar so I can reverse learn the alphabet of this mysterious brown language?
Oh.
Let's see.
I read a lot of books.
Right.
About this subject.
You do of the book that Lyra had pulled that had contained the Ouroboros in the front. You noticed that there was some symbology in the front to denote the number volume it is. As you observe the books that are adjacent to it, you see several different volumes of the same topic. You're more than free to pull a book or two to on your way out, just to on the off chance that there is some complete alphabet that translates it to common. But in your quick perusal, just more of these symbols, more of these circular runes.
I've read a book similar in the past, so maybe I can figure out some of it. And I just take number 24 in the volume series.
Okay.
No reason. Just
okay.
And I head out with my head and a book.
Lyra, as you return that book to its place, a page of it kind of like juts out at you, and as you pull it out, you see what appears to be a spell scroll.
I open it to read through its contents to see if I can read it.
Okay. Quick perusal has you finding the spell scroll to be the spell of alarm. So you can add that to your inventory.
All right, sweet. And then the spell scrolls, I can copy them down into my wizarding book, and then I have the spell, right?
Right, but it does take some time. You got to double check what the time commitment and time and cost commitment is on that.
Okay, got it.
I go, what'd you find over there? What's that do?
Looks like a spell.
A spell to get out, mayhaps?
I hope so, but I also don't think so.
All right. Is there anything else you want to investigate in this room?
I'm all good.
Nah, I'm useless.
I'm out.
You're not useless the second we need someone to suplex, all right?
Or someone to try some experiments on if you really do want to.
Oh,
Nope, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, mind your distance.
all right. We continue through?
Yeah, I'm looking back and it's with, wishing that this room had yielded more, that I had learned something more, but, at the same time, we're stuck here, so there'll be plenty of time to look around. I'm wondering about the body, but, I'm not trying to carry that with me, so.
Mhm. Yeah.
For all we know, we might end up in the same room again. No, we should put a marking on here before we leave.
Okay, I go and I'm like, great idea. And I take my my dagger and I make an X like Zorro, but not
Mm-hmm. Where do you
on the
mark it?
wall.
On the
Oh,
wall?
actually on the door.
Oh.
On the door you had entered in, the door you were making your way out.
What do you guys think? I look at both doors with my dagger.
Inside of the door we entered.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And I go, and then I write entered.
Okay. All right. So we pass through the other doors that are across from these doors. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. Your exiting this room leads you through a pathway lined with ornate statues of gods and goddesses. Their faces no longer distinct and had become worn down by the passage of time. The sand underfoot is soft and warm, and the air smells of sandalwood and incense. Xssithiss, a sense that you had and had longed for since entering this tomb has become kind of like activated in your mind, and you know that you can at least control the sand within this room.
Woo!
Did we see, did something happen when you did that?
Oh yeah, I did that, and as my voice rose, as did little grains of sand, I'm like, I feel something. It must have been the stretch I did earlier. Let me do it again. And then I make a circle.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get on the floor and do the circle, and then I try to mold earth in the center of the circle. Does something happen?
Yeah, the sand just forms a pattern around you, kind of complementing your shape as you create this circle on the ground.
Cool.
All right, guys, we can go home soon. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, yeah, and then I go,
Just
more
kidding. We're never leaving.
experiments. Much to learn.
As sand becomes displaced and disheveled in this room, you see a loose piece of paper. You all see a loose piece of paper become just kind of unearthed on the ground.
Oh, what's that? Kalji just goes and picks it up.
All right. And this is what you find. Boop. And if you can read that for the group.
Okay. And I go, sorry, not that. That's not how he would say it. He goes, something I can read. And then he goes, I'm not sure how long it's been since Captain Duran killed Dr. Ashwood. But I can still see it vividly. His outburst came suddenly, his paranoia boiling over, and before I could do anything to stop him, he had murdered my dear friend and colleague. I fled as fast as I could, deeper into the tombs. I don't know how long I've been wandering, but I feel I've grown shorter. My clothes are fitting looser now, my voice changed. I may be in my late teens now. What? And I go, she died backwards? And then he's just really confused.
I
Just
think
like that
the body
play.
was the male, right?
Oh, maybe it was. We made the assumption. I made the assumption.
Looking at the robes again, do I see any like holes that would be indicative of a piercing wound, or is it blood stained? Obviously, a lot of time has passed, but stabbing versus natural wear,
Go ahead and roll for me investigation.
It's 11 plus that's a 14.
Okay. There are tatters throughout, but it's hard to determine whether or not these are made from where, through attack or anything else.
Got it.
And I just go.
I go.
Well,
So
he did
if we're
kill them. Oh, go.
and I go, I look around now and I'm like, I'm like, I don't look older. Do I look younger? And then I'm like a little pleased. Or like look at myself. Do I look better?
Can I tell? Can I tell? Can I tell if they changed from us just walking through the room?
Yeah, both of you roll investigation.
Like, I was oddly flexible, wasn't I? But maybe I'm just gaslighting
14.
myself. Wait, what am I rolling?
Investigation on yourself.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 5, and I want to check on Auntie to see if anything's changed from one room to the next.
Okay.
I got a nat 20.
A nat 20. You look at yourself and okay, so to address Kalji first. Kalji, Xssithiss appears unchanged since your arrival at the tomb. Yeah, you had again, as I mentioned before, you are very familiar, just based on your observational aptitude. You're very, very familiar with your group's form, appearance, having spent several days with them, but nothing had appeared to have changed, or they don't appear to have aged less or aged more discernibly. Xssithiss, you look down at your skin, your hands, the forms of the wrinkles that make up your hands are still there. The scales still appear vibrant, the same vibrancy that they had appeared when you had arrived. You don't appear older or younger.
And then
not at least in any meaningful way.
Let me try this. And then I'm gonna switch into Zephyr really quick.
Mm.
And then be like, what's up? Okay, but like I'm like, do I feel different now? More handsome?
Let's see. I think Zephyr always arguably thinks he's more handsome.
That's true.
But aside from anything else outside of that, no.
And I go, you idiots are still in here?
Yeah, you're in here with us, all right?
Not by my own choice. And then I look at X, who's now in the little snake, and I'm like, And
do you see a way out?
Nah. And I walk away.
Mm-hmm. I want Kalji and Lyra to roll for me perception. Well, Xssithiss is doing that.
19.
19.
14.
14. Kalji, you hear the sound of something sharp scraping along stone. It's faint, but you can still catch it in the midst of this conversation. Lyra, you feel a sort of faint reverberation passing your body. Slowly, like this shallow sort of breathing that isn't your own, but you feel that vibration going back and forth.
Yeah, immediately freaked out. Yeah, I'm gonna cast False Life.
Okay.
How big is this? And we can't see anything. It's just like I could hear it.
You simply hear it.
And is this room quite bigger than the last room we were in? Is a hallway?
Yeah, it's a longer hallway.
It's a hallway, and I go.
And also, the only light that you have is any light source you brought with you. So, Kalji and Xssithiss, you're depending on your dark vision, while Lyra, you're still presumably holding a candelabra. Yeah. So the light doesn't extend further. These statues, which kind of like brings this description to be a lot creepier. These statues are simply lit by that single candle, albeit like the brightness had been doubled by Xssithiss's control flame. And so this light is cast directly onto the side of these faces of these statues. And it just dims in the distance.
Can I tap the statues
Yeah.
as I'm passing on?
And I
marble. Mm-hmm.
I just go, wait,
Yeah, I do
stop.
think.
What?
Why? They're not gonna come alive or anything.
Do you guys feel that? It feels like breathing.
And I was like, I feel like there's something at the end of this hallway that probably has a sharp object.
I go, I
Do you
don't
not
know what you're
notice?
talking about.
You don't feel that?
I don't feel anything. I feel great and flexible. All of a sudden.
And I go,
maybe younger.
shh. And I just go up to like, shh.
And I go,
We're not alone.
And I'll go, but I am a little hungry, and I cast Good Berry.
Mm-hmm.
We're walking down it. Like, does the sound go? I walk a little bit forward. Does the sound like it's getting louder?
It seems to be all around you. It's really hard to place. You don't know if it's the echo in the space or if it's taking place in your mind. You're passing these rows of, or these pairs of statues that are like facing each other. Does not change the placement of this sound of metal scraping along stone. And Lyra, for you as well, the breathing seems throughout. Yeah.
I don't feel. Do I really not feel anything?
After they're mentioning it, you do pick up on what Kalji and Lyra, and you all do. You all pick up on what each of you had mentioned with regards to the sound and this feeling. No, it's not even the sound of breathing, but this feeling of something passing through you. Like press. It's almost as if like a hand presses on your chest and like, let's go.
Go where?
Like
Which direction?
It does. It just seems everywhere. And by this hand pressing on your chest, I mean like a pressure that is exerted on your body, like slightly in waves. It's faint, but it's perceptible.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
So within 30 feet of me, I can see a faint aura around anything, and learn its school of magic, if any.
Okay. Let's see. There's a vague aura around everything. But you do notice like almost a gradient that gets stronger as you face the end of the hallway in front of you. As far as the school of magic, that's imperceptible to you.
Okay. I'm detecting something powerful coming from the end of this hallway. Maybe we should stick to the sides.
Yeah, and I'm gonna see if I can mold earth and step and slide it along the walls and slither it along the walls with
Mhm.
like the support that I
Oh.
mold.
Okay. So yeah, you bring the sand that's on the floor and just like you see it all just shift up, and Xssithiss uses that to just kind of find traction and move along the sand, the collection of sand, kind of just like creating this treadmill along the wall as you scale the side. If you mind the pun.
Kalji will just Kalji will just nod, and then he's like, let's just go slowly, and then we'll try to just like go forward as stealthily as possible.
Okay. I want everyone to roll stealth.
Ah, damn.
Wait.
I have disadvantage. Sorry.
13.
16.
Okay.
5s.
Okay, 5. Okay. The dragging of metal on stone just appears to get ever so slightly louder.
What do you guys think? If we go back, you think the last door is open? It's gonna take us somewhere else.
The only way out is through. It could be the little girl that we're looking for.
Yeah.
We're looking for a little girl. It sounds
Probably.
quite bigger. Like it just
Oh.
sounds.
Oh wait, I have an idea. Let me see. Okay. I'm just gonna use. Okay, I'm like, who's the stealthiest? Raise your hand. So
Between who? All of us?
yeah, I say as Zephyr, a little more playfully. Who seems the stealthiest?
I'm a little stealthy.
Okay, and I go, and with no further explanation, I cast. Wait, can I do any feature? Oh, never mind. I have to do it on myself. Okay, and I go, well, that's good to
It's
know,
me.
but yeah,
That's
but
so like
you're
Xavier,
wrong.
though.
But you're wrong. And I cast blur.
Okay.
And my body just becomes blurred, shifting and wavering to all who can see me.
Okay.
And
Yeah, immediately for those of you just paying attention to Xssithiss, like slithering on the wall, you just see just the shape of Xssithiss's winding back and forth becomes out of phase with itself. So you see Xssithiss kind of creating two opposing forms of himself, kind of like weaving back and forth between itself.
Can I count Zephyr's body also as like being blurred?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. It's not just like me.
Right.
being blurred.
You know which one is Xssithiss because
And then a
Zephyr's
solid snake just
yeah.
Yeah.
Xssithiss and Zephyr's entire form
Yeah.
become kind of like imperceptible as different phases of Xssithiss kind of just like move across this wall. It's really messing with your vision and your focus, but you figure that Xssithiss has some sort of enchantment placed upon him.
Yeah, I try not to look at it.
And I go, turns out I'm the most stealthy. And then I say aloud, not stealthily, and then I continue along the wall. I'll be back. We'll actually keep going in case I need your help.
So just keep going then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But you can go further behind if you want. I'll scope it out a little bit more.
I'll stay a few paces behind you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You continue and make it all the way to the end of the hallway. The metal on stone still slowly growing stronger. The pulsing pressure on your bodies still faint but there. And you arrive at a familiar set of double doors whose shape shifts as you gaze upon it.
So
shifts.
my detect
Oh.
magic, assuming it has been 10 minutes, is still active. Do I
Yeah.
see the gradient behind us towards the middle of the cavern, or
No,
is
it's before you.
this door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Has the noises or sensations gotten any louder?
Not since your first entering, yes, because you hadn't noticed it to begin with. Since midway to the end,
Yeah.
you haven't noticed as much.
Got it. So it's not like a change where it's getting like louder and louder and louder as we're getting to the door, and it's not clear that it's like, oh, it's behind us over there.
Right.
Got it. It's just sort of all over the place.
Mhm.
Got it.
Wait, when you said shape shifting, do you mean the blob in front of us is shape shifting? What do you mean?
No, there's a pair of double doors looking very familiar. You had encountered this at the end of the impossible hallway. You had encountered this prior to your arrival at the library, and before you it is again just moving, a swirling mass of shapes and colors.
I pull out my dagger ready to write something on this door. / another X. Oh, this time I guess a Z.
Okay.
For Zephyr.
Okay.
And I blurrily go around and I go.
Yeah, and as you carve into it, you see like the shape of the Z kind of like wave into the door itself, becoming part of the door, and you see its shape start to form and dissolve, blending in with the rest of the design of this door.
I'm in my head. I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna not remember this door, so I guess it's fine. And I push it with the gentle force of some sand.
Okay. All right. Roll me a d8.
4.
4. All right. The door pushes through. Oh, well, the door begins to shift in appearance, and the chaotic swirls of colors and shapes of this door coalesce into a peaceful garden, complete with blossoming flowers and gentle streams kind of flowing through this door. From the door, you hear the soft sounds of birdsong and the gentle rustling of leaves. And as Xssithiss, you reached out to touch the door, you feel a sense of calm and serenity wash over you, as if the tranquility of the scene kind of like seeps into your very being. The door gives way, and as it does so, you see a room, kind of like you get. First of all, you all get hit with this scent of lavender and chamomile. And as you peer within, it's dim because every room so far has been devoid of light. But as you peer in, you see at the center of this room a modest bubbling fountain. And you hear water within it. The room is otherwise remarkably quiet, only with the sound of the gentle fountain breaking that silence.
Why did I bring up Adam and Eve last time?
It was a tree.
I forgot.
I saw a tree.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, a tree and now a magical garden. Noted. Okay, and then I'm like, hey, and I blurrily walk a few paces back. I'm like, it looks really nice in there.
And as you pass within, or like as the door opens and you see this scene, the door kind of like reverts to its original state, swirling massive colors, shapes.
If we push it open again, close it and open it again, I wonder if we'll get something else. Actually, let me explore this one first. This one looks nice. And then I go onward. Oh, wait, sorry. This is Zephyr. Ready?
Can we see you? Like, are we just talking to this blurry thing in front of us?
Yeah.
Oh, before I continue, I had failed to give you all another clarity point. Just FYI.
Oh, okay.
Right. As as we recall from last time, you are free to use this after any roll you make to either add or subtract as many clarity points as you have. So from 1 to 2 at this point.
Shared by all of us, right?
Sure. Yeah, it's shared by all of you. And then I'm sorry, Kalji, you asked a question as you entered? Or did someone ask something before as you guys were entering?
I think Anna was asking why she mentioned Adam and Eve, and then we got on the.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you enter this room, still dim and devoid of light, with a fountain in its center.
All right, who's drinking the water first?
And I just go, I feel like my brother told me a story, something about a fountain of youth. I wonder if it's the same thing.
Ooh.
I said, since we're talking about life and death, seems possible.
Wondering. And then okay, wait, have we already entered?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We're in here. Okay, I grab let me see, do I have a vial of some sort? Does anyone have a little bowl? I have a mess kit.
Well, I have a vial with this green liquid in it.
It's okay. You can keep the green liquid. I mean, I don't want that green liquid. I take my shallow bowl from my pocket and as I rummage through Xssithiss's things, which is as I'm Zephyr. Okay, pull out the bowl. I grab some, and then like I inspect the viscosity and how it plays, and then I pour it onto the grass. Does anything happen?
Did I mention grass? No, there's no grass in this room.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
No,
you might have. Yeah, that was the imagery on the door. Evoked nature, and calm. In this room is simply like stone, similar to that you had been experiencing in your traversal of this, this tomb, and then at its center a fountain. The smell permeates with lavender and chamomile, and you otherwise feel a sense of calm. The sound of bubbling, the bubbling water filling your ears.
Oh, Auntie.
I was.
And
I don't know if she can drink.
Oh no, maybe... I just want to pour it on her cheek.
On the little flesh that she has.
Yeah, what if it accelerates the rest? She didn't have it to begin with, so.
I look at Auntie. Does she look relatively the same?
We hadn't poured it, right?
No.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and roll for your investigation. I'm gonna grab my cup of coffee.
Kalji just be like, Auntie, you can say no.
No, you can't. Just kidding.
Just throws the cup.
It's a 16.
16.
I thought about it.
The tissue had expanded a bit. It's now covering a small like section over her cheek.
I don't know what to make of this.
I say, shall we try?
Ask for permission.
As I'm shaking around the I did. That's the permission. I'm getting closer. If you don't stop me, say no now.
As I look to Auntie, I think she sort of gives a shrug of like, well, I'm already dead.
Okay, and I go, "Pah!" And I toss the water, aiming for the cheek.
Okay.
But
yeah, the water washes on the cheek, her skull, splashes throughout her rib cage, her shoulder bones, her arms, and you notice kind of like her looking down, and you see the breaks in her bones start to mend slowly.
Ooh, I get another bowl.
The cheek, the muscle on the cheek slowly starts to grow and expand.
Whoa.
That's
I'm like, okay, Xssithiss is gonna want to see this. I switch back.
And can I just look at it? It's like, Kalji goes, maybe my brother's stories are actually real. Like, he's just.
What did your brother say? We need to know.
He used to just travel a lot, so he always just like used to write to us, tell him about the little stories he would hear in travels. But I just thought they were just stories,
Little
folktales for the
stories being
kids.
travels into ancient tombs of long forgotten gods, or
I mean, I did tell you that I'm missing my brother, so I don't know where you went.
Maybe at the bottom of this. Maybe at the bottom of this lake.
it's just a fountain, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, scoop, shallow bowl, and I go, me first, you first.
I'm gonna point to the fountain and shrug. Auntie gives a thumbs up and goes to go lay down in the fountain.
Okay.
Auntie lays down in the fountain.
All right. Auntie kind of like
Oh my gosh, give her some
like
clothes.
ambles over in her sort of way, climbs over the ledge of the fountain, kind of like submerges herself. A bit of time passes, and you notice the musculature start to just like grow and expand across like the side of her face, slowly creeping over to the far side. You notice some faint decomposed musculature starting to form across the sternum. Kind of
Kalji
like
feels embarrassed and turns around.
Mhm.
My eyes are wide open as I study.
After about half an hour, it covers most of her head. And again, this is not like red bleeding working like tissue. This is again decomposed matter covering her most of her skull, and then on the right side of her spine and kind of like this torso upper ribcage area before it finally stops expanding.
This is the goop I was talking about.
Mm-hmm. Is that goop?
That's a goop. All right. Ask Auntie how she feels. Good.
Thumbs up. As a thumbs up kind of like emerges from the over the fountain, or from over the the bed of this fountain. A little bit of tissue on that hand.
Can we see organs reforming, or is it just skin?
It's just tissue right now so far. Nothing.
Okay.
No internal
Corpse goop.
organs. No. Yeah. It's still like decomposed.
Oh, it's not
in
fresh?
in a state of decomposition. Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna say, I'm like, and I'm gonna dip the tip of my tail in.
Okay. As you stir your tail in this auntie soup, it feels some it feels refreshing. It feels nice.
I go like, I think I'm just gonna see what happens. If you two won't do it, then I will for science. And I go in with Auntie. Do we both fit in the fountain? I'm kind of big.
Yeah. The both of you. With the both of you, it gets a little bit more cramped. But you can mostly submerge yourself. Pushing Auntie a little bit. You can take the equivalent of a short rest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I go, Kalji goes, maybe we should have taken the skeleton with us.
I mean, we can always go back, right?
I have the head.
Oh, you just took the head.
Yeah, and I toss it in. Well, actually, my whole body's already in, so it's in there.
So you're letting all your things just get wet, just like
no. Well, I only put my tail in first, and then I'm like, I guess I'm like.
No, you had mentioned like getting fully in, pushing.
Yeah, all my things are wet. But are my things shinier when I'm like, oh yeah, my stuff. I pull it out, pull stuff back up. My clothes remend themselves.
Yeah, your clothes
Is the
will
water
mend.
dirty?
Your things. Is it dirty? It gets a little cloudy since Auntie had climbed in. But But yeah, you do feel refreshed.
Here.
Yeah.
Before it gets dirtier, everyone gather your bowls or whatever you can carry liquid in, and let's package this up for later before it tastes. I glance at Auntie. Goopy.
Yeah.
But I'm also still in it.
I'm not speaking as DM, I'm speaking as an observer. I would not drink that. That's so gross.
Hey, if this is the fountain of youth, and you know, it comes to it, push comes to shove, no good berries.
Yeah.
Goop.
I think I'm gonna pass.
Okay, I'm taking some.
Okay.
Does anyone I'm taking some in a bowl, and then do I have something to I have a water skin. I dumped my water skin. I fill
You
it.
took the water?
I can make water.
You can make water. We don't know if you're gonna give us water.
Oh yeah. You so you should fill up, because who knows when I will next share you some of my water. I'm just kidding.
I do.
Or am I? What am I?
No.
And yeah, do I otherwise my things have what did you say about my things, Lawrence? They're a little bit shinier or whatever. And is my dagger sharper?
The clothes had mended. There's a slight sheen. Yeah, you had spent a bit of time dulling the blade of your dagger, and it does appear to be a bit restored. Not it's not in like pristine condition, but the wear that had taken place earlier like not an hour or so earlier has kind of gone away.
I'm gonna take the fine outer garment and sort of put it in the in the water as well.
Okay.
In the soup.
Yeah. After a bit of time, it has a bit of vibrancy to it. Some of the threads start to like spin and meet and like reconstitute itself. And after several minutes, it appears restored to its original state.
What about the skull in the water?
The skull remains inert.
I just looks like maybe because it's just a head.
Noted. And then I take it out of the water before it tastes funny. And
taste
funnier.
The
water.
Funnier. The water, not the head.
Not the head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was confused.
Is there anything else in this room aside from the fountain and the stone, you said? Oh, we can't hear you.
Roll for me perception.
Oh, nat 20.
Wow.
Yeah. And
to
add to those 20s, it's a 20 by 20 foot room. You do sense there to be like fine grains of sand in the corners of this room, kind of like pushed away from this fountain. Outside of that, nothing kind of out of...
No wood? No
wood. Though, as you kind of like quieted your senses and kind of trained to hear past the bubbling of this water, you do notice that scraping sound still.
Is there any markings in this room? Like, you know how like we were like writing to ourselves?
No. It's just sandstone on these walls.
No engraving on the fountain itself?
No.
And then there's just like a door going in and door going out, or it's just
correct.
One door in, one door out?
One door in, one door out.
I say, I get out of the water now, and I'm like, with a good stretch and a nice bath, anything is possible. You guys should hop in before we continue, because I think there's something outside still waiting to get in.
I guess with that, and I guess with the promise of a clean supply of water, I look at the fountain. I look, back at you, Xssithiss, and I'm like, oh well. I dump out my water skin and I fill it up with the fountain water. Now, I'm picturing in my mind at the top. Is there like a feed of fresh fountain water being delivered, or is it stagnant water?
That is the question,
smart.
isn't it?
It gets re-put at the top.
It
Let's
just
see.
keeps. It's just getting grosser and grosser.
The
Does it replenish? You're so right.
the
That's a
water
good
at the top
question.
appears clean.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my water skin under like the little top little section. I'm picturing a fondue fountain. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hesitant, but just following Lyra. Kalji does the same, but just is really worried because he never really knows when Xssithiss ever brings out the food in the water, and then usually the food is disgusting. So he's just like under his bed going, "Oh fuck, this is not gonna be great." So I puts the water for the fountain in the water skin.
I dump my water skin on the floor and I'm like, excellent idea. And then I go over there and grab from the top.
Mhm.
And are we gonna leave Auntie here as we exit, or are we just gonna leave her here to soak while we deal with
The
whatever's
head?
outside? No, Auntie.
Oh,
She's still in the
Auntie.
water, right?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm bringing Auntie with me.
Okay. I'll bring the head just in case we need proof that we found them. Or do we need the head if you have the clothes? No, I'll
That's
keep
all
the head.
you. That's all you.
I'll keep the head just in case I need an experiment on a skull. Whenever that happens.
All right.
All right. Guess wait, am I still blurry?
Oh yeah.
How long
That's
does
a good
that
question.
last?
Yeah, you must have been a headache to look at.
You're like, oh.
Ugh. Yeah, Lyra puts on the glasses. She's in focus, or he's in focus. That'd be so funny.
It's only up to 1 minute, so
Oh, okay, so yeah, that had passed in that last room.
So I guess
is there
that
only
you
the one
waited
entrance?
and I was, yeah.
The double doors that you had arrived in, and a smaller door across.
Where do you guys want to go?
I want to peek at the front of this door again. I'm gonna go back into the hallway really quick,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna be like, could I borrow some of that rope? And then just be like, hold on to the other side of it while I open and close
I
the
take
door.
the 40-foot piece and I hand you the end of it and say, hold on, and I hold on to the other side.
Okay.
Okay, I wrap it around my wrist and then I go out back into the hallway. Does anything happen so far?
You didn't close the door?
Not yet.
No, nothing happens.
Okay, I close one door.
Okay.
The other one's
The
open
doors still maintain their swirl among them.
Okay, I do this. And I pull this door open, but I close this side.
You're playing a dangerous game.
Yeah, the same. You still see the room across from you, except with the door in front of you.
And I keep going like this. I'm like, is anything happening over there?
You're making me sweat.
Should I close both of them?
No.
Okay, wait. Like... I step back into the threshold and then I try closing the door and opening it. Does the hallway look the same?
The hallway looks the same. Yeah.
Okay. And then I step back out into the hallway with the door still open. And I'm like, do the doors still look the same?
They still retain the pattern. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or the lack thereof, rather.
I might do it. I think I'm gonna do it. Should I do it? I'm like, for science, and I do it.
You close the door.
I close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Like.
You said roll a d20.
Oh shit. What happened?
Why are you smiling so much, Lawrence? I'm scared.
I'm thinking.
Oh
how many clarity points do we have again?
You didn't roll anything yet?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know what roll
scared.
this would help.
All right.
I feel like I feel like this is right. I feel like that's what I would do.
You
just let that happen. That's the worst thing that me and Lyra just standing there. Let it happen.
Yeah,
Nobody stopped
holding
me.
the other end of a rope.
You know that I'm the one with the water and food. Anyways.
Making lots of good points.
Yeah,
Okay.
we just dumped our water.
roll.
Uh-oh.
Roll what?
let's see. The door closes. The rope that's between you remains intact. You try to open it again, and without changing the pattern of the door, the door gives way, and you see Kalji and Lyra before you.
Oh. So I'm like, so nothing happened?
How long?
Yeah,
Yes.
and we should be so lucky.
Oh my god,
New
nothing
rule.
happened.
New rule.
Let me do
Wait,
it again.
how
Let me do it
long?
one more time.
How long did it take for him to reopen that door?
Xssithiss, how long did you wait before reopening?
Oh, immediately. I just went, Papa!
Okay.
Excitedly.
Kalji and Lyra, roll for me perception.
9.
Do I?
14.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm mid-tiered, you guys.
Okay, Kalji and Lyra, it seemed like Xssithiss waited 30 seconds before opening that door.
Oh.
How long were you gone?
Wait,
Took you long enough to open it again.
I said, what do you mean? I opened it right away.
You didn't.
What do you mean right away? It took you
Okay,
a while.
Okay, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna count to 30.
Wait, no.
And then I'll open it. So tell me how long that takes. And I go, Papa!
Ah!
And then wait. And then I count 30 seconds. And I go, huh?
Okay. Kalji and Lyra, you wait for a bit of time. 2 minutes pass. 3 minutes. How long do you both wait before investigating yourselves?
I feel like after a couple minutes, I get a little frustrated. I was like, this is taking too long. And I just open the door.
Xssithiss, after you wait 30 seconds, you feel kind of like the door give way in front of you as you're about to pull. And you see Kalji kind of like push the door open in frustration.
And I'm like, why'd you interfere with the experiment? Should I do it again?
It's too long. I think it's too long.
Fascinating. I guess we've now proven that time moves differently on both sides of this door. Slower by this fountain. Which is strange if it's a fountain of youth.
So every time we enter a door, it escalates us like exponentially amount of time.
Maybe we've been gone longer than we think we have.
Or maybe not at all.
Or maybe, yeah, we're like negative time and we've been gone. Yeah. And the horse are just fine. I mean, the camels.
Oh no. The camels.
Oh no. The camels.
We only gave them 2 days of food.
Oh no.
And then I said, I really think that walking backwards theory is gonna work. Just in frustration and a little bit of nervousness is like, I feel like it's just gonna get worse and worse as we go down. But it doesn't look like there's any way other than forward.
Are the patterns on the door still the same? And are they moving at the same speed? And is the presence on the other side of the hallway feel the same way?
That's a lot.
And what are the
In
vibes?
conclusion,
and
how do we get out while you're at it?
And tell me the answer.
Also, I rolled a d20, so you have to tell us how to get out.
Right. Okay. So the patterns or lack thereof, still had maintained that entire time as you were doing your experiment, closing the doors, opening the doors. What else was there?
Oh, does the presence feel the same? Does it still feel like there's something in that hallway?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do feel the pressing. And you had let yourself get distracted in this fountain room, but even in this room, it still retains the pressure exerted on all of you. Still retains.
I say,
and for
what if?
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
And for those kind of zoning out the bubbles and kind of like letting it be static, you do hear scraping, stone, metal on stone, just dragging.
We go back in the hallway, we leave this door open, and then we open the other door on the other side. and see if anything changes, and just
Just
leave
keep
2
on-
open doors.
Open all the doors.
Yeah,
all the doors
open
and then
all,
go
leave them
backwards.
all open, and then maybe time will be consistent.
It'd be like a vacuum, like everything.
That's all we had to do
everything
this
in.
whole time was just open literally every door.
Open every door, but don't close it. Allow full passageway of
Before we
all
do that,
doors.
I'm gonna go downstairs. I heard like a crashing, and
Okay.
all just went downstairs, so I need to make sure we're
Yeah,
all
for sure.
good.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Quick break.
what are we doing here?
That was so funny. I feel like Lawrence was about to kill me. To like separate me. Actually.
I was really worried that we would open the door and you would not be there.
Yeah, and I would be old or younger or more handsome. Who knows? Who knows how this really works? We can't hear you, Kyle, if you talk to us.
The crashing was unrelated. We're
I feel
good.
like the biggest worry is that Lyra was holding onto the rope, and then when you close the door, the rope went slack, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
All
You know,
right.
in retrospect, I should have given Kalji the rope. I feel like he would have been stronger. But anyways.
All right. We're in this fountain room. What do you all want to do?
You want to open the back door before we open the next one?
Yes. And then I slither really quickly to the other end of the hallway.
I try to grab him.
Through the statue hallway?
Yeah.
Okay.
And but then I'm like, but I guess I get pulled back. I don't know how long the hallway is before the rope.
It's like
stops
60,
me.
70 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so I make it 40 feet, and I'm like, are you guys coming or what?
And I said, we stay together this time, please.
All right. I sit close to you, Kalji, and yeah, I'm following.
All right. I'm like, well, if we're staying close, then I don't need this rope. And I like chuck it on the ground, and then
Okay.
I'm slithering. Anything happening?
Yeah, you continue through and you make it to the very end. The doors that lead to the library are closed as you had left it.
Okay, I open the library doors.
Okay.
For science.
All right. The library is still there as you had left it.
Okay. And the mark on the door, this time I say, I'm just gonna use my dagger this time. I'm like, opens to hallway to fountain, question mark, and then X.
Okay.
And then I leave it open, and I'm like, okay, well, guys, we're good. And I slither back.
As we're going through the hallway, I take more time to observe these statues because now I thought there was some presence in this hallway, but it seems to me that it is just a presence that's everywhere, so not just this hallway.
Mm-hmm.
As I look at the statues, is there any inscription on the feet, like any little placards or anything like that?
No. However, you do notice that they are distinctly different from one another. It's hard to tell because a lot of their faces have been worn down due to time, and a lot of their more sharper details have been worn. But you do notice some vaguely feminine, some vaguely masculine features on some of these. Some are less discernible, and there are themings to some of them. There's one holding maybe like a harvest, and presumably this was the god of bounty, and other sorts of gods of that nature, kind of like representative of different aspects of life.
Does it like get younger to older statues?
No, there's no there doesn't seem to be a correlation from one end to another, or like some sort of pattern from one end to another. You do notice maybe like a shorter god, but that might be like just a representation of a deity who is displayed as younger.
And in terms of wear and things like that, there's not like one that stands out with any of its physical features, with its wear, with its how it's decorated.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. There is one that's kind of striking to you, but I think it's mostly based on where your interests lie, and you do sense one who appears to represent the god of death.
Anything snake-like in this room?
Let's see. There are not all the gods and goddesses depicted here are humanoid. Some of them are of other races and might represent certain races. So you do see a Auntie statue kind of standing tall above the others. Its coil kind of like below it.
Looking,
yeah.
sorry.
No, sorry.
Looking at the figure that I had grabbed from that first room, does it match any of the gods here?
The figure?
Similar? Yeah, it was in the very first room. Yeah.
Okay. Kind of like a matronly statuette. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought this was a tomb for a god, but maybe there's more than one. As I'm sauntering back towards the, I guess to the fountain.
Mhm.
You're just talking to yourself when you said that?
No, I said it out loud, but I guess I was ahead of you, so I don't know if you guys have good ears or not.
The opening of the fountain room and creating kind of like this long tunnel kind of like causes the smell of lavender and chamomile kind of faintly permeate this hallway that you're in, the statue hallway.
As I'm gonna head back towards the fountain room, and as I do, can I determine a source of the smell? I uncork my water skin and I smell inside my water skin. Does it smell like the inside?
It smells
of
like that in
water
there.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Does that mean my body now smells like lavender and chamomile?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, you and Auntie.
nice. Ah, nice.
Auntie's been stewing in that.
Go ahead.
No. I go, these statues are a little bit creepy. Feels like they're watching us.
No Scooby-Doo eye holes, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not facing you after you turn around and look back. Nothing like that.
Okay. I make note of the god of death, just like an appearance and maybe a rough sketch in my journal.
Okay.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm assuming we get to the fountain room with no trouble, and I write on this door one more time, like on the other side of the door, the side that's not swirly, like inside of the fountain room, but to the fountain room door, and I write from hallway to fountain room X, and then I dip my dagger in the water one more time to sharpen it.
Okay, yeah.
And my dart, and
yeah.
Whatever else, whatever. Let me double check. That's all I have.
If you hit someone with your dart, it turns them into a baby now.
Oh.
Ooh.
Wait,
Just kidding.
Yeah,
Not me.
the dart itself does not have a syringe, right? You just in your previous encounters you had coated camel saliva on it, right? But there's no like plunger in it or anything, right?
Okay. Yeah, that's
gotcha.
Correct.
All right. Okay. Is there anything else you want to do in this fountain room?
I think I'm good.
Okay. The doors at the far end of the fountain room appear ordinary in nature and appear to serve merely as a passageway from this to the next. Do you push through? Okay. The doors give way and there's a small platform. From the platform there are two posts. These posts kind of serve as the anchor for this wooden bridge that kind of like descends and goes into the darkness. Below, you do not see down. You do not see out. You do not see up. It's just a bridge that descends, or like not descends, but kind of like dips into the darkness.
Like the little plank bridges?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I mean, okay, sorry, that's Megan. Those scare me. Sorry.
Sure, yeah.
I'm frightened. As Kalji, maybe unbothered.
I look to sort of check on the rope and the bridge's condition. Is this a OSHA certified bridge?
Roll for me investigation.
Oh shit. You're like shaking it.
Certified.
That's a 22.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like a lot of the things that you have seen in this tomb, this looks old as shit, and that's putting it scientifically. The rope appears frayed at some points. The wood seems brittle. Some planks are missing. It looks precarious, to say the
The
least.
wood gets harder over time though. Can I grab a loose piece and be like, maybe I can carve this into some weapon, into another dart later.
Okay, yeah, you can find a piece of wood from this bridge. Pull it
Well,
out.
you're
What?
carving more shit off the already precarious bridge.
Oh, not from the bottom, from the side. Or is it all just one?
Yes, there are wooden planks that make the flooring of this bridge. Some of them are already missing. We have the wooden posts on the side, and then ropes that kind of like connect everything together.
I already said it, so yeah, I guess I
Oh my
did.
god! We just saw it.
Yeah,
Alright.
you can take one of the early ones, some that still have
Yeah.
several adjacent to one another, so that you can easily step over. You pull it out and you look down, and it just goes dark. It goes black, and you have this plank before you with whatever you'd like to do.
I go, in retrospect, I should have pulled that off after, at the end of
Yeah.
the bridge.
Kalji
But maybe
just gives her a look.
we'll need a step somewhere in the middle of it, right?
Yeah, we should take each step so we don't get followed.
Oh, great idea. Great idea.
How do we get back?
That was a joke. That was a joke.
Uh-huh.
That was
Oh,
a
why?
joke.
Why? Yeah,
Kalji
okay.
goes, like very unsure. It's like, just make sure you hold on to the rope because if anything breaks, let's just swing with it.
I feel like I'm kind of heavy. Let me see what I got.
Oh wait, is weight really determined here? Because I think no, not that bad.
How much
no,
earth
mm.
is around me right now?
Oh,
what's
Curious.
your range on the spell?
30 feet.
30 feet. You don't sense any around you.
oh shit.
Dang, I should go back in the other room and grab some sand in the walls. I'll be right back. Go into the room where I sensed a little bit of sand earlier, and
Fountain
I'm like,
room, you get like a pile in your hand.
all right, that's enough to replace the plank I just took. One step, one slither, I'm guessing.
Okay.
And yeah.
And Lyra's just by the edge, sort of trying to do the math and think, yeah, I don't know about all this.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait a minute. I might be able to.
Yeah, and as you speak and deliberate amongst one another, the sounds of your voices kind of just carry in the space and like seem to echo in the distance.
Oh, I break off a piece of the wood. I dump it underneath the bridge. How long till I hear something?
You wait. And you wait. And you wait. How long would you like to wait?
I wait.
You continue to wait.
Oh no.
I'm like, and then I make conversation. Hey, did you guys hear anything yet? Did I miss it? I dropped something in there. Should have hit the floor, right? Maybe that's the way out.
You wait.
Down.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to try it, but I wouldn't recommend it.
I guess if I fall, I'll find out. So we'll be fine.
I think we should
Maybe.
just tread lightly and swiftly.
Does anyone have any spells to make us lighter?
I'm looking. Let me see. Are there any plants in here?
No. I mean, roll perception. Yeah, roll perception.
14.
No.
Oh, damn. It's like it shouldn't be that bad, right? And
Wait, I think I have something. How long does this bridge look?
we can't
long?
see.
Yeah, you can't see where it goes in.
It's so long that it disappears into the dark.
Yeah, your dark vision extends 60 feet, and you can see that far, and you can just see it continue past your dark vision.
But it's still up, like it's still up, so that means it's, it's attached to something.
I say, okay, if I scratch my head. I'm like, turns out I do have a spell called windball that is 50 feet long. But I can only cast it but I only have enough energy to cast it so many times. I'm not sure how long this bridge really goes. Um,
Did she freeze? Oh no, I froze.
Obviously, no other route. It's just a platform, a couple sticks, and then a nice, beautiful rope bridge going across, right?
Yeah, just hold on
Wait.
to the rope
I also have
for your life.
oh wait, is that big enough? How big is a giant vulture? Let me double check.
You got one in your pocket?
Yeah, what?
It's
Kinda.
large. So you all are medium-sized creatures, and this is probably like takes up a 10 by 10 space.
Oh, nice. Okay. I think that might be more fun. I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals.
Oh,
Okay.
And usually I like to only summon snakes, but I have a taste for other underappreciated animals, I'll say. And I think that vultures are kind of deserty. So I'm gonna do giant vulture and summon that.
Just one?
Two.
Okay. Yeah. Um, appearing seemingly out of thin air, this swirling shape of feathers start to take form, and before you see two creatures in the form of giant vultures.
I had no idea you could do that. That's pretty cool.
I don't do it often. It's not very scientific-y. I don't fully yet understand the mechanisms behind it, only how to use it.
I was gonna say you can observe it, right? Because there it is. About as sciencey as it gets, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to science some other animals another time. As the time comes. And I say, which one do you want? This one is Gia. And this one is Vol. One is female, the other is male. And I am going to hop on Vol. So yeah, take your pick. And I ask them to, and I'm like, let's fly across.
I guess I try to stand on Vol and sort of tie myself to him best I can.
Okay.
How big are these creatures?
Again, like
10.
yeah, 10. The maybe like the mass of it is like 6 feet wide, and the outstretched wingspan adds like 5 more on each side. These are pretty large creatures.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, I lash myself to it, make a little makeshift, just trying to tie myself in. Not like a saddle, just what I can do with the 40 feet of rope that I have.
Right.
All right, Kalji, you good?
Am I just walking?
You can.
Wait, no. How many
I
vultures
can-
are there?
2.
There's 2.
Oh, okay. No, never mind. Kalji, I'll help lash you to the vulture. That's fine. I'll have it across.
No.
The vulture will carry you. Don't worry.
Can
It won't
the
drop
vulture
you.
carry 2 people?
Yeah. I don't
Oh,
see why
okay.
not.
Wait.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
big enough,
All right.
right?
All right.
All right, yeah. I guess we
Auntie?
we let's see. You take Auntie, all right?
Okay, yeah, I'll hop on.
All right.
Little bit
I help Kalji up and I
uneasy
sort of
about
direct
this.
Auntie to hop on behind you, Xssithiss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
so Xssithiss and Auntie are on Vol.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh, sorry, excuse me. And then Kalji is on Gia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with
And-
Lyra.
Oh, Lyra, you're not walking. All right. All right. Yeah, the four of you climb atop these two birds, and they kind of like descend a little bit underneath your weight, but they manage to carry
Oh,
you all. Now, yeah, what do? You're hovering over this entranceway.
just gonna
That away.
fly
Or they get too
across.
tired? What do you think?
Let's fly
Mm.
across and hope for the best.
All right.
Okay. And then
Let's
I
have them
say,
fly over the rope bridge. You know, we got a little extra insurance.
Okay.
okay, I tell him fly over, Gia fly over the bridge, and then with Vol, I like want to fly under the bridge and see if I can see anything. I look down. Do I see anything?
Under the bridge.
You fly underneath and you descend quite a bit. Maybe like you let yourself get 15, 20 feet underneath as as all of you start making your way across this bridge. It appears to be just darkness below you. And even with your dark vision, looking down is kind of disorienting just because you have no frame of reference aside from looking up and the quickly moving bridge just above you. And if it weren't for the direction that this bird was taking and the bridge above you, you could easily lose your sense of direction in just this void. Gia flies over, and Kalji and Lyra, you feel some sense of security on this bird and having the bridge below you. And you all you see how quickly moving the bridge is underneath you, atop this giant vulture. You see some stretches where there is no wood below you. And you continue forward. You travel for 30 minutes like this.
Can I try to create bonfire beneath me somewhere as far as I can in the darkness of that void?
What's
Does
the range
anything-
of create bonfire?
60 feet.
Yeah. You create this like magic flame 5 feet wide, 60 feet down, and it lights nothing around it. You just simply see that point of light below you.
Okay.
And yeah, as you create it and it doesn't travel with you, so you see it quickly. Well, no, actually slowly, because you're not close up to it. So you see it kind of like slowly trail your direction as you look down and try to observe if it reaches anything around it. You travel another 15 minutes. We're looking at 45 minutes of travel, of flight.
I'm gonna say I feel awkward. Just being me and Auntie. I switch.
Yeah, I mean, is there any conversation that takes place between Kalji and Lyra as this is happening? Like, you're just observing this. You're on this bird that is new to you.
Yeah, we don't even know. Can we even control it? Is it just going on its own volition?
Seemingly, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll just be like, seems like every turn we take, it's just like a danger. Like I feel like we're never gonna get out of here, dude.
I'm trying to be optimistic and hope for the best, but I will say it doesn't seem like people have the best track record of getting out of here. Also, how long have we been flying for?
45 minutes and counting.
It's like, so when we were on top of the bridge, there was no like intersections. It's just straight. It just keeps on going straight.
Yeah, it keeps going straight below you.
So, okay, so you said that so you said the bridge looked like it dipped down a little bit, right?
Yeah, it just sagged.
Yeah. Are we past the apex of the sag? Is it sagging up now?
Okay. Yeah, I would say you passed that apex maybe 10 minutes ago.
Oh, 10
Well,
minutes
I guess
ago.
we're making progress. I check on the status of the bird. How's the bird looking?
45 minutes in, it's still firmly underneath you.
Oh.
As Zephyr in Xssithiss's body goes, so Auntie, how do you feel with a new face?
Tries to give whatever the closest thing to a smile with newfound muscle and teeth. Or sinew or whatever you want to call it, whatever she has.
Her her skull just points in your direction. The grin is still there. There are no lips to create like a smile. So the grin is just ever present. Musculature starting to like reach out to the far side of her face, and it seems pleasant.
Okay, I say, and then I'm like,
as macabre as it is, it seems pleasant.
Dangerous of them to leave such a fascinating science experiment with Xssithiss.
Oh my god.
You're lucky he's socially awkward and his palms are starting to get sweaty and I came out. But yeah.
Auntie kind of
shrugs. Not much of a chatter.
Yeah, I mean, Auntie gives Auntie a response. You know what I mean?
We
you get hand signals at best.
Are you still flying underneath the bridge?
I'm sure it came back up after I realized the bonfire didn't work.
Okay, so are you side by side in a line? Like,
I'm gonna say I'm to the left of them, however they are.
Okay, so they're flying directly above the bridge. You are just to the left. It continues. You are all racing in this distance, and you had been traveling 50 minutes by flight at this point.
I'm glad I didn't walk.
I know, right?
That's me, Kalji.
Yeah. Yeah. Seeing how fast you're traversing this bridge and how much time had elapsed.
The large gaps. Basically,
this might smell.
I can like tell when a creature walks through an area that I set to be alarmed.
Oh.
All right.
But as DM, scrolls, are they one-time use if it's not recorded in my book, or is it as long as I have it, it acts functionally like my wizarding book?
Your knowledge of spell scrolls are that they are one-time use.
Got it. If they're used, can they be copied afterwards, or is the scroll destroyed?
No, the scroll is destroyed.
Got it. Okay. Got it.
Okay. All right. 55 minutes elapse in total. And Lyra and Kalji, you see a small light starts to appear, like to create an outline around your vulture. And like you see feathers start to kind of like slowly fade away as you the form kind of just like still solid underneath you starts to like slowly like molt in a magical way.
Oh no.
Hey. Hey. Huh? What's going on?
Except this the same is occurring underneath Vol as
I'm like, they're getting tired. They can't do this much longer. I can't do this much longer.
What? What do you mean? How much longer?
Well, I didn't know it would be this long. I don't have a clock, but
can you do it again?
It's 1 hour.
Can you do it again?
I can try. I do it again.
Wait.
Wait, should I do it now?
Wow. Should we try landing on the bridge before?
Okay. Let's land on the bridge. Okay, I'll tell them to fly. Who's jumping down?
Is there like a woody part, like a solid woody part?
You can find a segment of wood.
All right, yeah. I look for a solid.
And also, I'm Zephyr right now. So
as long as you can cast a spell, I don't care which one you are. And I'm
That's
trying
rude.
to let myself
Maybe
down.
I only cast one. Go ahead.
I guess you have you to keep you company.
You're so right.
I was gonna say you'll get lonely, but no, you won't. Yeah, so as our bird sort of descends towards a particularly woody section, I just sort of carefully let myself off.
Yeah, roll for me.
Well.
Yeah, both of you roll for me dex.
Oh shit.
There's no rush in here, you know? Like I'm being careful with it, you know?
Thank you for that. I'll take that information.
Oh, yeah, it's important flavor. Come on.
I appreciate that.
That's it was a 19 and then +2 is my modifier, so 21.
Kalji, what'd you get?
I got a 5.
Okay. Lyra, you managed to find solid footing on this bridge. You kind of like sheepishly set a foot down on the wood, kind of like test the pressure while still putting your body weight on the majority of your body weight on this vulture, but finally feeling comfortable enough to like let go. It's still uncomfortable.
I hate this.
It creaks underneath you as your weight is on it. Kalji, you step down, your foot kind of like falls through. You're kind of like hanging from this vulture still.
I go to grab Kalji as quick as I can react.
Okay, yeah, and thankfully, had it not been for like Kalji still holding on to the vulture and you, Lyra, still like with sure footing and also there to kind of like receive Kalji, you find a spot on the bridge that is sufficient enough for Kalji as well.
I go, me next. And then I'm like, catch. But I don't ask you to catch me. I'm like, I look for a soft space.
I brace getting ready for you to actually jump.
Yeah.
All right, Lyra, roll for me dexterity for Auntie, and then Xssithiss roll for me dexterity as well.
Auntie got a 17 plus skeleton modifier. I need to pull that up.
Yeah.
13.
Okay. Yeah, and what was Auntie's final?
Wow, 19. I guess skeletons are high dex.
Auntie kind of hops off, super light.
She does.
You can't imagine she weighs a lot. Just a collection of bones, and like lands on the bridge, really easily. Xssithiss, you're pretty smooth and agile as you walk, and you're very cognizant of your body weight, especially in the form it takes with kind of like your length, and find sure footing on this bridge.
Do we see the end of the bridge from here?
Roll. Well, I guess you don't have to roll. You do not. Yeah.
Oh dang. So like I said, I can only do this one more time before we take a rest. Do you want to head back or keep going forward?
Wait, head back. We're over halfway there. I noticed a ways back the bridge was sort of sagging down and then it started to go back up. So we're at least halfway.
I said, oh, great, good, pretty smart. Xssithiss would like that.
Science,
And we for sure can't go back because there's a good portion of it missing.
Oh yeah, we also saw that. I probably should have mentioned that. Yeah. Thanks, Kalji.
I do it one more time, and I conjure animals. This time, should I do a
goat?
Wait, hold on. Let me check how big this is.
Hey, man, but like a goat would be great in precarious wall positions. Like we're just on the wall.
Okay, hold on. How big is a giant wasp? Sorry, I'm looking it up.
Holy shit.
Do I know how? Yeah, I'm going through my memory of how big it is.
Giant for a wasp has it like around human size, and not comparable to a vulture. Giant for a wasp is like this too. Like this could be a giant. Like you see a wasp that big. Get me out of that room. But for our purposes, giant wasp is around like human size.
Human size? What average height? Like my height? I'm checking.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm like, whatever. I don't really want to think about it too hard. And then vultures. Okay. 2 vultures. Gia and Vol are back.
Gia and Vol return. Their forms a lot more solid. Yeah. Do we mount again?
I've never been so happy to see a giant vulture. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same.
It seems happy to see you as well as you climb atop them once more. And then presumably we continue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You travel another 30 or so minutes, and finally you see 2 posts that mirror posts that you had seen on the other end, marking the end of this bridge. A large pair of double doors at the end, on this medium-sized landing. Yeah.
And it's just the bridge. It's just another, stone platform with the
Correct.
bridge, and that's all there is to say.
Yeah, just like the one you
Oh.
had started on.
All right, I sort of look back to make sure everyone's, on the ground, everyone's all good.
Hmm.
And then do you want to
Mhm.
bring them with us? I mean, they're here, Jia and Vol.
Mm-hmm.
Or I mean, you know what? I mean, we got this creepy road bridge behind us, but assuming no one comes through this door, we should be pretty safe, right? You guys want to rest here?
True.
I can ask them to take the first shift until
Okay,
until
I
the
mean-
next rest of the hour.
And I'll have, Auntie cover as well.
Okay.
Oh yeah, right.
So are we short resting on this platform?
Or long
Uh,
rest.
Or long
How
resting.
tired are you?
I'm pretty tired.
Okay.
Long
If
rest.
you guys are good with that.
I go. I could use a nap. The water in the fountain was pretty refreshing, but
Mhm.
summoning these vultures twice got the wind taken out of me.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think just going through being up in the air on these vultures and, seeing my ride disappear underneath me was pretty scary. So
Uh-huh.
I'll take that rest too.
My near-death experience has frightened me. But before I go to sleep, is there any way that I could figure out like what this green liquid does in my pocket?
Is there any way? I mean, placing it directly on your skin, drinking it.
Can I pour a little? Can I put a little drop on the ground? Like people are going to sleep, but you just see me like rummaging through my stuff because I'm
Yeah.
remembering I had this. Can
Yeah.
I like drop a little bit on the ground?
Yeah, there's a little sizzle.
Sizzle.
Mhm.
And then where it dropped on the ground, did it sizzle and then it disappeared?
Yeah, it evaporated. Mhm.
Evaporated?
There's a small black wet dot
Like-
where it had been.
Can I touch that? Does it hurt?
It stings a little. Yeah.
Stings a little?
Yeah. You take one acid damage. 1 point of
gosh.
acid damage.
And I go, okay. And I put it back in my pocket.
Mhm.
And I was like, and in Kalji's mind's like, experiment. Like,
Okay.
he's learning experimenting. He's like, he's like, okay, that's it for today. And
Mhm.
just goes to sleep.
All right. I'm reading through. This is just D&D lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
The prep required to copy down alarm from the scroll. So it's a level 1 spell, and the cost. I say it's in the player handbook, page 114. But what is it? It's like 50 gold per level in 2 hours.
Okay.
And an Arcana check of 10 plus. How do you want to handle that, SDM?
My economy is a little bit different. So you can reduce 50 silver from your inventory.
Okay.
And then they said it was 2 hours to transcribe it
I think so.
per level.
This is just a random form that I'm not in the player handbook. I'm reading through a form.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Let's see. Yeah, well, for our purposes now, you can take 2 hours of your long rest, transcribing it, and you can add it to your spell book.
Okay.
Yeah, just 50 silver is burned in your studying of this and experimenting with alarm. There's a bit of noise that you make as you test it out, creating like an echo in this cavern, but you cease it, like it's like a and then like whoops, that was me, type of thing. Yeah. Is there anything else we want to do before hitting that full rest?
No.
Okay.
For me.
As you all close your eyes and fall asleep at different times, the thoughts of the day's excursion, or however long you've been in this tomb, kind of like give way. The images of the things that you've seen and explored, Captain Durand, that encounter with Captain Durand, kind of just like remain vivid in your thought until finally they all give way to sleep. And as you sleep and as you rest, you can't help but feel that pulsating, ever present, something alongside your heartbeat, stronger and stronger, like just pressing within. It's a little bit stronger now, but there's a sort of comfort in its pattern, and it almost lulls you to sleep. I want everyone to roll for me, wisdom.
Uh, 14.
14.
19.
11. Oh, sorry.
19. Xssithiss, Kalji 11. Kalji, aside from that, you can't get out of your mind the sound of that scraping. And you don't know if this is taking place, since you're close to this wall now, you don't know if this is taking place past this wall or in your mind. But eventually, you all succumb to sleep. And it's a dreamless sleep. Go ahead and hit that long rest.
Oh no.
I want everyone now to roll for me a d20.
Unmodified 2.
Dang, I was this close to getting a 1. 13.
11.
Lyra, it was a 2. Xssithiss 13.
Yeah.
Okay. Lyra, you see, you wake up, and as you sit up, something falls off of you. It's another piece of paper.
I pick it up to read it.
All right.
Oh my god.
And I
Where
sort
are
of
these
look over
papers
to
coming
Auntie,
from?
like shrugging, like, what? Like, did you see anyone?
All right. Go ahead and roll. Read for me.
It says, I came across what had been observing us the entire time. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen. It was horrific and grotesque, with metallic blades extending from its body, glowing, malicious red eyes. Dr. Emmerich had seen depictions of this monster scrawled on these walls, a name. The Warden. Somehow I managed to escape, but I knew it was still out there, watching me. I have to get to the source of the breathing. I can't help but feel that it and the creature are tied together. Moreover, this was all a mistake. Oh, mother, this was all a mistake. I'm illiterate. It's canon. No. Okay. Did we know anything about
Mother.
Well, remember she was like saying
A
that she's been
baby?
looking for this like the doctor was like this is something that she wanted to look at all her life, so probably.
Do I recognize the handwriting?
The handwriting is a little bit sloppier.
Oh.
Signs of someone losing their mind, maybe, or maybe a different person, or
Roll for
Well-
me investigation. Yeah, roll for me investigation.
Well, she did say she was getting younger. Maybe she was at a younger age.
It's
She
written
can't
in
hold it.
crayon.
What do you mean your age changes the pencil you use?
It's 19 for investigation.
Yes, you this appears to be handwriting of someone similar of the other entries that you had seen, but someone who had less practice or at least losing dexterity in some way.
Do I recognize the creature from my studies at all? Or the warden?
The description of this creature, go ahead and roll for me history.
$17.
Okay. Not in your studies. However, you had looked at an image of the depiction of war back in the library.
Mm-hmm.
And almost in its very center, you had seen it, but its kind of image kind of haunts you. This battle taking place everything facing opposite sides, and in the very center, this small figure, a black mass, red eyes, just staring at the viewer.
And then I voice what I remember out loud. I'm like, that sounds familiar. I flip through the volume of the book I have. Do I find anything? I probably should have studied this before bed.
In your quick perusal, nothing that seems pertaining to this creature.
Finally, I ask, like, where do you guys feel where the breathing is coming from?
Feels like it's coming from inside my chest. I don't know.
And also, I'm going to say I wake up as Xssithiss. Not Zephyr anymore. And I say, well, there's one way to find out if something's breathing in there, but I don't think you'll like it.
Feels like it's been following us.
Well, the paper said, like, the warden is watching, but the breathing is something else. Like, it's two separate beings.
Well, the warden assumes that that we are in a prison, but that fountain didn't seem like a prison, and all prisons have a way out, right?
Certainly have a way in.
I don't know. What should we do?
Well, we have to, like they said, we have to find the breathing, but there's nothing to do other than go forward. But I just feel like the scraping is just getting louder.
I wonder if it's getting closer, or if it's just watching us to see if we're worthy of something.
I can set the alarm behind us to see if anything's following us, but after going over this bridge, I doubt that anything could be following us, right?
I think that thing said it was floating. Right?
Oh, it was just a figure depicted in the middle. You don't know if the illustrator meant it to appear like separate from the entire battle, or if its location in the depiction itself has it so that it's like floating in the center of the battle. It was small, and it was facing.
Did it look like it belonged, or did it look like maybe that actually was it, and it was like, it's like a surveillance camera?
It, in your staring of it looked like it belonged in this painting.
Okay, just wondering.
All right.
Well, it's not here now, so onward.
Just watching people go into fights?
Onward, I guess.
Causing the fights, mayhaps.
Ooh, that's a good.
Causing the fights?
Guys,
choosing the
let's
winner?
make a promise to not get mad at each other right now.
No promises there.
Oh.
Right?
We have to stick together.
And me looking out for me. Point to the two of us.
And with that, I go and I open the next door.
All right. The chaotic and swirling images upon this door finally give and seem to melt, revealing a door of pure marble that shimmers softly in the dim light. As you approach, you feel a gentle breeze emanating from the edges of the door, carrying a faint scent that evokes the feeling of an open meadow. The intricate carvings on the surface depict images of sunrises and sunsets, turning leaves, the steady flow of a river. A sense of calm washes over you, and the door gives way into a vast room, and you see light, and this room appears to be outside. As you step into this vast room, you're struck by the overwhelming sense of grandeur that emanates from every corner of the space. The room is massive, stretching out before you in every direction, and the air warms you with its embrace. scented with the subtle aroma of incense and perfumed oils, filling it with a calming presence. In this room also is the gentle sound of water trickling, and as you look around, you see a small series of fountains and pools of water dotted throughout the space. Each pool is surrounded by lush greenery and colorful flowers, adding a sense of life and vitality to the otherwise solemn tomb that you had been exploring.
Oh, Auntie.
In the back of the room stands a large statue of a
Oh.
six-armed goddess, her form carved with intricate detail and polished to a gleaming shine. Two of her arms raised over her head, one holding a sun, the other holding a crescent moon. Two arms raised to each side, each of their hands holding a gesture. The right middle hand's index finger pointing up. The left middle hand's index finger and ring finger touching the thumb, as if holding a thread. The last pair of arms are held in front of her in a cradle-like motion, and is the focus of this goddess's gaze, cradling something that is not there. In the center of the torso, a thin but jagged cylindrical hole carved out near her heart. Surrounding the statue are countless offerings and tributes, left by worshippers seeking the goddess's favor. The air is filled with the soft murmurs of prayer and gentle ticking. The atmosphere is serene and awe-inspiring, beckoning visitors to pause and reflect on the timeless power of the goddess they have come to honor.
As I look and sorry, go ahead.
Oh no. Was this goddess ever depicted in any of the previous rooms that we were in? Is this a completely different, like a new goddess that we see?
You roll for me. No. You don't have to roll. You can tell this goddess was on one of the sides of this battle, and almost heading that side's army.
The way that she is shown, do I think I recognize it from my brother's letters?
Roll for me history.
$11.
Okay. Let's see. Nothing that your brother had mentioned. No.
And I guess I just turned to Xssithiss. It's like, well, this goddess was leading that like war scene, wasn't she? But this whole place seems so serene.
Do you hear? Or Lawrence, I guess in your description, did you mean that we could hear people praying? Or that it felt like people
yeah,
were...
you don't hear people praying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if, but it seems to, okay, do I recall if the painting had the hole in the heart and like the missing thing cradling in her arms?
The scene was different, and in the artwork, it was not necessarily carrying anything in its cradling. It seemed to be just out extended in like mid-action. As for the hole of its heart, there was no depiction of a hole in its chest in the artwork.
It seems like it's missing something.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
The statue, it is the same goddess?
The same goddess from which one?
As I'm looking in front of me, the one that I'm holding from the original room.
Roll for me insight.
Okay. Six.
You can tell it's a very simplified version, but it is the same goddess.
Does it look like it would fit in their arms out front, cradled, or like spatially? You know what I mean? Like, is it around the size of something you'd be cradling?
No.
I don't know why it'd be cradling itself.
The statue you have is pretty small, and the arms outstretched is considerably larger. Like this is like a 15-foot tall statue.
Okay, got it. I walk up to observe some of the offerings that have been left behind.
Yeah. You see food. You see a mechanical device, cylindrical in nature, that has several segmented parts, standing on a tripod. You see a globe depicting a realm that doesn't seem familiar to you. You see several flowers, several roses, like strewn across the front of her. You see unopened chests of various decor before her as well. And standing kind of like encircled around her are also two kind of those bonfires surrounded in like in this metal container, kind of just like glowing and adding a presence to the statue.
Wonder if we're in a different plane, or if each of these rooms are a different plane. Feels like everything is so different from what it was like when we were above.
As you approach the statue, the pressure and the reverberation you feel on your bodies seems at its strongest.
There's a metal
That you
scraping.
you had experienced so far.
Didn't you say you had it's missing something in its chest? Like it's like a big hole or a small hole?
Yeah, there's like a jagged like hole you can see through as you stare up. You stand a little bit further back because of how tall it is and the angle kind of it is. You can stare straight past it into the wall behind it. It is a jagged hole.
When looking through it, is there something like behind it? Like, is it like outlining something?
Oh.
Yeah, when you look through it, you just see the back wall. This place seems almost like outside as well. The pillars that kind of like line this space, past the threshold, seem to reveal a meadow behind it, kind of like endless and rolling in all directions since your entry.
Does the feeling that we're feeling match the emptiness in her chest?
Roll for me insight.
The locket?
Nat 20, 25.
Wow.
That's crazy. 3 today? Wow,
yeah, that's good, dude.
So the feeling evoked of emptiness seems ironically less from the heart and more so from its empty cradling.
Interesting. What could it be looking for? And I voice like, it seems like the longing. It's longing for something that's making it feel so empty. Life, birth. There are a lot of themes here that keep repeating, and it's just not clear. I do not have enough clarity.
I'm trying to think back to the things that we had grabbed from the initial room, and I don't think it's going to be like we set the statue in the spot and you know what I mean? Like, but
I think I have a blindfold, right?
Lyra has a locket.
I have a blindfold, the locket, and the statue, right? No, you have the blindfold. Yeah, we have the blindfold, locket, statue. Did we grab anything else from there? I need to look at my notes.
I took the vial, but that's it. I took the liquid, but that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The candelabra is one of the things also.
That was one of the magical objects that glowed?
Yeah. And then Xssithiss took a key.
Oh yeah, I have a key. That's true. I don't see a keyhole still though.
Because the jagged hole looks like it wasn't an intentional piece of the statue. Like it doesn't match the art style. It looks as if someone cut something out. And it's where the heart would be, presumably, or just in the middle somewhere.
Just the torso, center mass torso area.
I got it. Okay. As if they're looking to find something. Maybe the creature with all the blades.
I don't know if she's looking for that. But maybe.
Oh no, cut the hole inside.
Oh,
looking for something. Not hoping to cradle the creature.
I was like, maybe, you know.
I want everyone to roll for me
Yeah.
perception.
Oh, nat 20.
Dang.
15? Wow, you guys are on a
7.
roll.
Lyra,
Uh-oh.
you know, and you've noticed, eerily, that the scraping of metal on stone has stopped.
Ooh.
Immediately, you look around, and toward the far end from which you entered, a 12-foot tall, towering body of twisted black metal with rows of razor-sharp blades extending in each direction. Its body resembles that of a human, but twisted and contorted to this grotesque shape. 4 arms extending in deadly hooks and blades. Its eyes glow red with an intense inner fire. Its mouth, a gaping maw filled with even more spines and blades. This figure exudes a sense of dread and malice, and those feel as though you are being staring into it. You feel you're being dissected by its gaze alone. As it stands there, metal wings just and extend, slicing through the air, sending chills down your spine.
What's wrong? Whoa!
Is there a door that we saw? 'Cause in one direction, it's like a sprawling meadow. Is there like another door other than the entrance we had come through?
No.
Nice. Okay.
More like knives.
This
Okay.
this figure stands there, kind of like
How many
arms.
feet away?
The entire length of this place is probably 170-ish, like 200-ish feet, and it's probably 120 away from you.
Oh
And
my
all right, we
gosh.
guys, we need to get going.
it starts walking in your direction. You
All right,
hear
I
the
just-
scraping of stone on metal with each step. What do you do?
I'm going in the other direction. I say, guys, like, look out, and I point, and then I start booking it in the opposite direction.
Okay,
Like behind the statue?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
so it's just again for I feel like this is gonna be important. Lay of the land.
Yeah.
We enter through this room, and
Mhm.
it seems impossible, but it's like outside, inside.
Right. Long.
It's-
And at the end of this
Do the
space,
walls go straight, or does it like curve, and I can see the end of this room?
Well, I guess I should just show you.
Is it also on feet or is it floating?
Yeah.
It's on feet right now.
But it does have
Oh,
big wings,
right
which explains the bridge.
Oh.
Because they had to have crossed the bridge somehow, right?
Or maybe it was already watching us sleep.
Oh, and drop the page on
And
us.
you all can place your tokens where you imagine being. While I
Yeah, I'm
switch
just at the foot of the
scenes.
statue. This is reasonable.
I am gonna say, and then wait, you said there's a chest, right?
Yeah, there are a couple chests.
Okay, well, one, I don't know how much time I have. I'm casting Goodberry. I'm casting Goodberry right now. And then
Oh,
I'm gonna flip
shit.
open this chest. And is that were you describing a telescope or was this some other sort of
Yeah, that was a
magical
telescope.
Oh, I'm a cast
Okay.
false
I mean,
life
but
too.
I don't know if you know what a telescope is. I like your characters know what a
Yeah,
telescope is.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, really quick, instinctive actions before we roll initiative.
Yeah, just casting Goodberry and
man.
yeah, and I toss open when I toss open this chest, I'm like, "Da!" What anything valuable come out?
Yeah, let me see.
Anything sharp?
Anything?
Let's see.
You're desecrating the offerings?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Well, she's clearly not protecting us.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. You see a sword that seems to let's see. Yes, it seems to shimmer as you unsheath it.
Okay.
Okay.
Pick it up.
You've found a moon-touched short sword.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else anyone wants to do before we before anything happens?
Uh, at the sheer fright of it, I just shift. Like just frightened and shift.
Okay.
So these back. So sorry, I'm use the pointer. So this is a door, right?
Yes, that's the door you had entered through.
Is this and this a door or no?
Those are kind of like pillar breaks in the pillars. So the black shadowed area represent like kind of like the structure, the foundation of this this portion, and the shrine rather. And then those recessed brick areas that you see kind of like open up into like a meadow past it.
Okay. What do you say, guys? Booking it for the meadow?
If we can run fast enough.
Well, I mean, maybe we won't outrun it, but I don't think we can face it either. This seems like a deity, you know?
Yeah, wait, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the map. Okay, yeah, I'll follow you.
So all directions, just sprawling meadows.
Correct.
Oh man, and I can't see to the end. Like it just goes on forever in every direction.
Yes.
I mean I pull out the statue in a power of Christ compels you kind of way. Does it do anything?
No, but the creature has begun walking in your direction.
Oh my god.
All right.
I'm gonna sorry.
Let's roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Shit. Like a deer in the headlight, man. Like a deer in the headlight.
20. Oh, I got a wow. I needed
Nat
it
20?
now. I got a nat 20, but it's initiative.
Woo! Hey,
Oh.
nat 20.
Nice.
I got a 6.
15.
But it my initiative 22. Damn. Oh, we're fucked. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
15 for Xssithiss?
15.
Okay. All right. Top of initiative order. Kalji. You.
Shit.
What would you like to do?
Actually, I'm gonna hold my ground just near the other two, and I'm just gonna. Can I use my turn later? And I'll say like I'll hold my turn for if it comes close, like if it does like a quick burst and comes at me, that I'll slash it. I'll attack it with my scimitar.
All right, yeah, you hold the ready action, and
Yeah.
upon its getting in your area, you'll attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, you don't move. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You're not taking any
I'll stay
movement?
in front of them. I'm not
Okay.
taking any movement.
All right.
Guys, should we run? Should we run? Like, but where to? It's just an open meadow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's I can't think right now. Kalji's just if you guys run, he'll follow you afterwards. But right now, Kalji's just trying to hold the fort.
Okay. It spreads its wings, and
Oh, heck no.
let's see.
I'm this close to summoning Gia in full.
And with the spread of its wings, you just see the blur of space behind it as it moves with such quickness. There, you don't see the metallic blades anymore behind it, but it starts to just like hover there.
Disgusting.
This waves of energy kind of like extend from it. I want everyone to roll for me a d6.
Oh shit!
It's gonna be like the type of thing where it's like you all die and you end up back at the beginning.
I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. Xssithiss?
I rolled a 1.
Holy shit, dude.
Okay.
Can I use the clarity? I'm scared.
Hey, maybe this is how much damage you take. You don't know.
No, you're right. You're right. We'll fine. We're fine.
All right. Xssithiss.
Okay, maybe not.
The beat of those wings.
Flaps me in the face and tears me apart, and I die.
You just feel this wave, like that push you feel just now feels like shoves you backwards. You fall back, and you take
Oh boy.
10 force damage.
Are you kidding?
Force
Holy
damage? What the
shit.
fuck is a Jedi? What the fuck?
Holy
Force
crap.
damage?
All right, that was Xssithiss.
Wait, did you say an action is eating? Does eating count as an action?
No, I mean, yeah, like yeah, it takes an
movement,
action to eat a good berry, but I'll let you expend a bonus action or a movement to eat a good berry.
Okay.
For now.
And like it's not like one berry, it's like I can toss more than one.
Like this passes its capabilities.
Okay.
But yeah, for like this instance, I'll let you throw in as many good berries as you would like.
Holy shit.
All right. For Kalji and Lyra, you both rolled what?
3 each.
You both feel a sense of resolve in the presence of the statue behind you, and you both heal for 11 HP.
What?
Should have stolen, bro. Don't know what to tell you. Shouldn't have stolen.
All right, Xssithiss, it's your turn.
We have our water.
Maybe she gave me the sword. Okay.
It's just regular HP, right? Are you what? What happened?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regular HP.
Oh, shit.
Then what'd you say?
Xssithiss, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
This is me just shutting out. Like, we cannot fight. Either we have to find something with a little puzzle or something with this statue to save us, or we need to book it because there's no way. Like, we're not just gonna, punch it to death,
Wait, I'm gonna do. It's exactly 120 feet for me. I'm gonna cast windwall around it and trap it inside of like a half circle. Or a full circle, I guess, since it's floating. Can I do that, Lawrence?
Yeah. So a 50-foot long wind wall around it, kind of like a 50-foot long circumference around it.
Yeah, or like a full ball if possible. Like doesn't necessarily have to be a half circle,
so
like a full circle, right? Or does the wall not work that way?
I guess as long as it's a continuous path on the ground that is 50 feet in total length, and then the walls of it are 1 foot thick. So you can shape it in a way that like 5 feet stacked on 5 feet stacked, or like,
does it like go fully around it? Like, you know what I mean? Does the wind go around it since it's not touching the ground, or does it have to hit the ground and be like a half, like cut in half? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
okay.
We can say you make a wall that is just like 10 feet wide and wait, hold on, 50 feet, 10 and 10 feet wide and 250 feet. Oh my god, my math. What is going on? Yeah, we can make a ball. We can make a ball around it. Yeah. No, we can make a ball. Yeah, but it's not going to be like 50 feet big. It's going to be like a little bit more dense.
Yeah, that's fine. And and then casting that means that he has to succeed, or he has a saving throw of a strength 13.
Okay. All right. So yeah, this immediately you pick yourself up and you cast Windwall. It rolls its saving throw. It rolls a 23.
Are you?
Yeah, as it stands there,
yeah,
it stands there in the center of this wind like ball that you created in front of it. You see like the leaves of some of the like the flowers and some of the roses kind of like pushed around. It stands there unaffected as it continues to walk through it.
It still takes half damage, which is 4 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that
How do you
force?
kill this creature?
Yeah, how do you
Is that force damage?
hold on, let me see if I can tell my eyes are bad. I'm sorry. It says like bludgeoning.
Okay. Bludgeoning. All right. Do you want to take movement?
Wait, did you say that I could eat my berries?
Eat your berries. Yeah, go ahead and eat as many berries as you like.
10 berries in my mouth. Done. And then as I do so, I'm like, I pray. I'm like, I'm so sorry I took the sword, but like I will use it to defeat your army's enemy in that picture, apparently. So it'll go to good use. Don't you worry. And then, yeah.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn, I think. Yes, that's my turn.
The creature disappears outside of this ball. And
we're so dead.
It appears right in front of you, Kalji. Would you like to take your action? As you stare down.
Wait, did you skip me in the order, or did it go?
No,
ahead?
it hasn't. Your turn hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, what had taken place is a different mechanic.
Yeah, no worries.
In the beginning, called a layer action. All right. Kalji, go ahead and roll to hit as you stare down this towering.
I get 2.
All right.
I get 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh my god. Okay.
How are you gonna suplex this?
No, I don't know if I can touch it without hurting myself. 18 plus 6. That's 24.
24 hits?
And then the other one is...
Sorry, you're a little faint.
Oh, sorry. And the other one is 25. Haha!
Both hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
I'm very scared, you guys. Okay.
We need to either get, like I said, either divine intervention or get the fuck out. But even the get the fuck out option, I think just teleported. Like, what was that? 100 feet? Something like that? 120 feet?
Mm-hmm.
It just teleported.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing personal, kid.
Why does this guy look like Samurai Jack too? Sorry. But like, looks very evil.
Give me that damage.
Sorry, I'm... What? Did I do that right? 4, 2, it's 4, 2. That's 6 plus 3 is 9. That's the first one. The second one was 3, 4 plus 3 is 10, 19. Okay, yeah, 19.
19 total?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, fuck.
Are these unarmed strikes or what are these?
Oh, my scimitar?
Oh, yeah. So you slash him twice with your scimitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, making indentations in the bulk of its form, it's kind of like hard to see where that bulk starts just because of the spines that extend from it and seem to like disappear within it. You find purchase in your slices. The sound of metal on metal loud in your ears as you do so. But you do deal that damage.
Oh, okay. And I look back and look at everybody else like I gave like a look of we do something, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like we choose a plan.
As you look back at the other two, it raises one of its arms and it swipes with its talon.
Uh-oh.
Oh fuck.
Does 9 hit?
No.
Yeah. As it swipes, you hear the sharp movement of metal cut through air, and you instinctively turn around and you duck in the nick of time as you dodge its long, spiny arm above your head. Its other arm kind of like extends out towards you, Xssithiss, and shoots spikes at you.
Why me?
All
Okay.
right. This is a
Sorry.
modified 20 to hit, which I'm assuming hits.
Oh,
Who?
holy
Me?
Xssithiss, correct.
Ah, yeah. Sorry.
And
Glad we did that sound check.
you take 11 piercing.
Oh my gosh, I would have been. Thank God I had berries.
We gotta get the fuck out of here.
All right.
But how? It can teleport. We have to do something with the statue.
Literally.
Fuck.
Let's see. Is that its turn? That's its turn. All right. Lyra, it's you. Kalji, you're on deck.
All right, well, I'm not even gonna bother with like traditional fucking spells because there has to be something, you know, like we can't run, we can't fucking. Okay, I take some of the water from the fountain and I try splashing it on it.
From the fountain in the other room.
There's
Or
water.
the water
too,
here,
right?
Yeah.
There's water in here.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna take some water out of my water skin and just sort of like chuck it at him.
At it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Roll the hit.
Fuck, unless this heals him.
Oh my gosh, wait. Where's the acid?
I'll let you think about it.
Fuck. Because this has to be like a good v evil type shit. Because again, we cannot defeat this shit with normal spells, right?
We didn't do any damage to it yet, did we? A little bit.
There's some damage.
We did a little bit with the scimitar, like double digits.
Yeah,
right?
and the wind wall. The wind wall
The
did
wind wall?
something.
Okay, I don't know. It's up to you.
All right.
That's what I will say.
Nah, fuck that, I guess. Oh my god, I hate this. Sorry.
Kinda solve
I know
it.
I'm on deck. I had my action prepped, but I didn't think it through. And now
Hmm.
I think it's a fucking stupid idea, so I'm not gonna do it.
Just
Okay.
do it.
All right, Scorching Ray.
All right. You raise the
Um,
defiant hand, and 3 beams of fire extend from it. Go ahead and roll the hit for all 3.
Yeah. Let's cast it. Sorry, I'm just reading the to hit. Sorry. So when I cast a spell, do I just roll an unmodified d20, or how do I know if it's modified? You know what I mean?
The spells should say. Let me see.
I'm just gonna click cast in D&D Beyond and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
tick
ranged
went up.
spell attack, so it would add your spell mod, which is +6 to each one.
Cool. Thank you.
Oh, and also beside it, it says hit/DC.
Oh my
That's the
God.
+6.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I got a 15.
15 for 1. That misses.
An 8,
Oh my
Also
god.
misses.
and then a 21.
21 hits. As you in the sight of this creature and seeing just this shape just disappear and reappear in front of you, swipe at Kalji, who bravely took swipes of his own before it attacked, and then shooting spines at Xssithiss, you quickly launch 3 scorching rays, 2 of them just like and hitting the 2 pillars behind it. One hitting dead center. Go ahead and roll for me damage on that one.
All right. Yeah. Let's do 2d6. That's a 5 and a 3. What was that? 8
Mhm.
damage.
All right.
And then, sorry, trying to see if this is a action. Oh, it's a bonus action. Okay, I'm gonna cast Misty Step.
Ooh.
Okay.
And this won't prompt opportunity because I'm not just walking away, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm gonna get the fuck away. 30 feet over here. I'm gonna stand in the pool.
Okay.
And yeah, that'll conclude my turn.
All right. Kalji, top of initiative.
And I'm sorry, real quick, how
Yeah.
many bonus action can I cast?
1 bonus action per turn.
Okay, does that include controlling Auntie? Probably, right? Because
Oh,
I think it says bonus action.
yeah,
and
to
mechanic in the
change.
spell.
Okay, presumably. Okay, wait, we don't even have Auntie on here. Wait, do something for Auntie. Or
Okay.
was Auntie like stowed away, or did it expire? No, Auntie's here. What do you want Auntie to do?
It's so under my control.
Where was Auntie? Go ahead and place Auntie.
She was standing right next to me before I teleported away.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna have Auntie try to slash with a dagger.
All right. Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit for Auntie.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Dagger. Do you know how many plus to hit dagger is?
For her, it's gonna be +4.
Okay, it's a 19 plus 4.
No, wait. I'm sorry. For her proficiency, sorry, it's gonna be +2.
Okay, so 21.
Okay. 21 to hit. That hits. Yeah.
Got it. And then, sorry, I'm pulling up the skeleton page right now.
No worries. It's gonna be 1d6 +2.
Perfect. Thank you.
Or hold on, dagger. I spelled dagger wrong. Oh my god. It's 1d4 +2.
Okay. Yeah, it's Okay, I'll roll the d4. Yeah. That's 4 plus 2, so 6.
Nice. Yeah, and Auntie kind of like comes up behind, like as you disappear. Auntie kind of like comes up in the mist that that you evaporated in, and like just stabs at this creature, dealing how much did you say?
6.
Nice. All right. That's Auntie's turn. Do you want Auntie to take movement?
I guess just sort of step back like a little bit and then brace. Not moving far.
Okay. All right.
So his whole body is just covered in like blades, like it's spikes.
Blades and
stuff,
spines extending from it. Mm-hmm.
right?
All right. It's your turn. Kalji, Xssithiss, you're on deck after the Lyra action.
Looking a little bit back, seeing Lyra disappear somewhere. I don't know. Unsure of whether or not like
you look back again.
Like
Lyra's
he
gone.
saw like in the like because my back's to them.
That's like
So,
really comical.
I saw the flames. I saw those flames, and then I turned back, and then I was like,
and then Lyra's gone. Yeah, that's funny.
Lyra's gone. I'm like, and I like in my confusion and shock, not sure what I could do because it felt like even though I hit it, I wasn't sure if I actually did damage. I'm going to open my vial and like throw it at him. Like I throw it like a cup of water at his face.
Okay, roll to hit.
Oh please.
Yeah, roll to hit. Add that dex mod.
Oh, a dex mod. 18.
18 hits as the vial kind of like splashes and breaks on its countless spines and spilling on top of it. You can see like smoke kind of like coming from one of the spikes, and it one of the spines kind of just like falls and collapses. Go ahead and roll for me d6, add your dex to that, and that's the damage.
D6.
That was a green vial?
5. Yeah, it was a green vial. Now I no longer have it.
We just had a vial of acid?
Well, I just found out it was acid.
No, I know, but I'm saying like why the fuck was there just a vial of acid? Anyway.
I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I've been looking back at whatever we found in that room, trying to figure out if it means anything. But
yeah, same. And I feel like I've been stretching it too much, like trying to attribute too much meaning where there isn't any. But I'm like, there's a pattern here. I know it, man.
This blindfold is the way out.
Exactly.
Do you want to take movement?
Kalji does that. Looks back again, seeing that he feels like he's the only like way to block it. Like even though he knows he teleports, so it just stays in front of it. Just tries to like see if the people behind wherever they went, like he's just hoping they have a plan. Like they're smarter than him. He's like, they have to have a plan. I'll just stick to what I'm good at.
Okay.
That's what's going through his head.
As a part of its legendary action, it raises its wings, takes a circle around you, and then comes up and jabs at you with one of its talons.
Jeez.
Notice how he said
That's
legendary
brutal.
action. I think that's DM speak
Yeah.
for get the fuck out of here. Stop trying to fight the big bad right
There's
now.
a modified 20 hit.
But his spine fell off.
I am at 20 right now.
20.
I'm at 20 right now.
A modified 20 for your AC.
Yeah, I'm at 20 right now because of my beast type.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Sweet. You take 14 slashing damage.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Where are we supposed to run to? Because
For its lair
like, you know?
action, I want everyone to roll for me a d6 again.
Oh, I'm getting traumatized again.
This is some
Oh, shit,
scary
another 3.
stuff.
A 3,
5.
5,
3.
3. All right.
Roll again.
Xssithiss and
Again?
Lyra, you both get
Uh-huh.
4 plus 3 hit points, 7 total hit points as the aura behind you or of this statue emanating kind of like
Nice.
rejuvenates you.
All right,
Slightly.
maybe we don't leave the statue.
Okay, yeah.
Kalji, what did you roll?
5.
5.
Just
you feel yourself kind of like feeling light on your feet, feeling a little bit faster.
Oh.
Your next turn you get to take an extra action.
Oh.
dang.
Let's go.
Good stuff.
All right.
I need to take note of that.
We need everything we can get.
Legendary actions,
Xssithiss,
huh?
it's your turn.
I
Can I get
cast Dust Devil on it, trying to push it back 10 feet and take some damage. I aim it so that the range is like on the outer edge, so I'm making sure to try to not get Kalji in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What do I roll?
You're rolling a strength 13.
Okay. Modified 27.
Oh,
Um,
nothing happens. Hold on, let me see.
Does it take half damage?
Half as much, and it isn't pushed.
Okay, go ahead and
Okay.
roll for me damage.
Okay, so it takes half of 6, so 3
Okay.
damage. Sorry.
All right.
And with the rest of my movement, can I say I drink that actually no, I'm okay now. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm just like, what do we do? And then yeah.
Let's see. Okay. For
Hello, doggy.
its legendary action, it's gonna fly up and stab at you, Xssithiss. It places itself right beside you.
It moved away from me. Can I get an opportunity attack?
Go for it.
Oh.
True. Good one.
Modified 21 to hit.
Did it technically move out of no? Wait, what? Sorry, what?
Modified 21 to hit. Does it hit?
Oh yeah. Yeah, of course, yes.
You never know. You know?
20 what? 20 minus what?
Well, yeah, Kalji's AC is now 20, so it's still a good question to ask.
Now, should I have wild shaped?
I got so I can attack with anything, right? So if it's just attack, I got a 19.
What were you attacking with?
The scimitar.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
With her gun.
Give me my gun.
Xssithiss, you take 10 slashing damage at the end of it.
What?
As you see it fly up, and in like a blur, you see this long metal appendage just jab at you, and just as quickly as you're stabbed, it pulls itself out. How much did I say? It was 10?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I got it with a 7.
Okay.
I guess fly away from me, sort of. Not stop you.
All right. That was Xssithiss's turn. Lyra, it's you.
All right, I'm going to upcast Scorching Ray.
All right. Go ahead and roll for me.
Ooh.
To hit.
All right, so it's
still
going to
this
be
one.
4 of them instead of 3. Look out. 11.
11 does not hit.
17.
17 hits.
Okay. A 16.
16 does not hit.
a 17 plus 6, so that hits. So 2 of the Scorching Ray hits to roll for damage. Each is 2d6, so I need to roll 4d6 for damage.
Okay.
So that's 2, 3, so that's 5, plus 1, 6, plus 2, 8. You know, not the craziest rolls, but that's all right. 8 damage from the Scorching Ray.
How much in total?
8.
Oh, okay. All right. Is that gonna be your turn?
I'm gonna have Auntie try stabbing again with the dagger.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit for Auntie.
Oh, that's a 3 plus. It's a 4 for a dagger, right?
Yeah, D4. Yeah.
Okay, just confirming for myself. I know it doesn't hit. That's 3 plus 4, so
Okay.
7.
All right. Auntie attempts to attack, but in the quickness, as it strikes Xssithiss, Auntie cannot attack fast enough. Is that going to be your turn?
I'm gonna take a little bit more movement, and I'm gonna move from this pool to the other pool. Just trying to keep the statue between me and it.
Oh.
And then I'll just have Auntie sort of try to brace herself in between her and it.
Okay. Oh, all right. I didn't take the creature's regular turn, so it's going to do that now.
Okay.
All right. It's going to strike Auntie twice.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. No, 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 no. I'm like, no.
Does 13 hit Auntie?
If it meets the armor class, does it win or no?
Yeah. If it meets it, it beats it.
Shit.
Yeah, it does.
It
Yeah.
rhymes, so it has to be true.
It strikes twice with its talons. Right.
R.I.P. Auntie, you had a good run. Imagine dying twice.
It's okay. We have more water, right?
Oh, she has her flesh. It's gonna hurt more.
Or does the flesh count more towards her armor?
Oh,
Mm?
or detriment. It might be
I
a
don't think
detriment.
skin. I have more muscle, so getting stabbed doesn't hurt as much.
It
Okay,
deals
well,
26 damage to Auntie as
oh
it just
gosh.
slashes down
R.I.P. Bozo.
diagonally on
is-
Auntie.
Yeah, she's a pile of bones.
Holy shit.
Purely scientifically, I'm like, what is she bleeding? Is she bleeding from that tissue?
You observe
Do we
no blood.
observe that?
No blood.
Whoa. Interesting, fascinating.
Mhm.
Okay, still terrified.
Yeah, Auntie's out.
All right. Top of round 3. Kalji, it's you.
Shit. Feeling a little bit like quick on my feet, though. Like, I looked up and saw what happened and saw how Auntie just crumbled to the ground. I'll stay at my distance, and then I'll point my crossbow at it and then try to hit it 3 times.
All right.
Okay, I got 3 chances. Okay. 17.
Okay.
Okay, that's one of them worked.
Yep.
24.
Okay.
And then... 8. Damn it. Okay.
So you hit.
So
Go ahead and roll
2 hit.
damage.
The extra attack didn't help me. I need this one.
And you can take an extra action, right? From the statue.
Oh yeah, the third
Oh yeah, you get
attack
one more
was
action. Oh, that was that?
Oh, okay. So I have a question. I get 1 more action, but I get 2 attacks per action.
Yeah. So
Could that
4
have
total
been
attacks.
4?
Yeah. Go ahead
Okay.
Go ahead and roll for me one more time.
Woo! Roll those dice!
Yeah,
Woo!
get another, please.
Fuck 'em up!
It's 17. Okay, that one was 17. Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Go ahead and
so
add another attack to that.
okay, so this is 9. 4. That's 13. $21.
21 total. Nice. As you taking advantage of it being focused on Xssithiss in this moment and demolishing Auntie, you find what might be vulnerable points in where you imagine joints in the armor would be. And yeah, you strike how many times in total?
3.
3 times, finding purchase your arrows kind of among the extending points coming out of it, but it reacts to it thusly.
Yeah, one of them misses.
Mm-hmm. One of them
horribly, but
one of them goes over. All right. For its legendary action, it's going to run up on you and attack in retaliation.
What in the wait? Opportunity attack right
Take
now.
it.
Do it.
I poison spray him. I poison spray him so hard.
I think it's a melee attack you
spit
can
on
do
you.
as a reaction. Yeah.
Okay.
Damn it.
Yeah, you can't cast spells as an opportunity attack.
Doesn't you have a dart that has poison on it? I'm joking.
But no, but poison spray is my cantrip.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Oh, still? Okay.
Yeah, still, sorry.
Because some spells are melee spells, right?
Some of them are touch based and melee based.
Okay.
But
yeah.
I think
I'm thinking
opportunity
like
attack
touch.
is kind of like limited to.
Okay. I use the moon sword then, and the moon sword, I looked it up. If it's a short sword, then it has the same hit as a regular short sword. It's just like the moon gives it like the ability to cut through magic or something like that. So I'm just gonna do that regular short sword thing.
Okay, and then you would add your dex and not strength. Wait, is it?
Huh?
Short sword. What's the modifier for that?
+2.
Okay, yeah. Go for it.
Okay, so I got 11. Does that hit?
11 does not hit. As you pick up this sword, and it's like the longest weapon you've wielded in a long time. You swing it wildly as it like makes its escape, and in the blur of its like form, you miss. This one lunges and impales you, Kalji, dealing.
Wait.
Tried.
What?
It rolled 24. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's fine. I know. It's just that's his reaction. Oh, what?
Yeah, exactly. And you look down.
Yeah, that is right.
Yeah. This metallic.
Oh my gosh. Drink the water.
You take 11 slashing.
Fuck.
With its blade still in you, you feel just this pulse of entropic energy. No, that's not right. You feel this pulse of energy just expand from it. I need everyone to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I just read something that in one of my features that I'm such an idiot I don't have. What is it?
Everyone roll a wisdom saving throw.
I got a nat 1. I'm using it. Can I use a clarity point, please?
Yeah, to make it a 2. Yeah, do it. Yeah, make that shit a 2.
Do it.
Make that shit a 2.
Oh my gosh, I got a 4. 9.
What?
Wait, no, you don't get to reroll. You get to add 1 point to your die.
You add
right?
1 point to that. It's not an inspiration.
Oh.
You add.
So
you literally
it's a
add
2,
or subtract
but it's
1.
not a nat 1. The important thing is that it's not a nat 1.
Yeah,
you rolled a 2.
Oh,
you rolled a 2.
19.
I got
19.
2.
All right, or we just swap. We just do it in one click, one direction. So maybe that 1 could turn into a 20. You know what I mean? Like it's only 1 away from 20.
Yeah. Are you sure it doesn't add it to the one where it's like 1 and it says 11?
That kind of math.
Okay. Exactly. No, I rolled a 11.
11. Let me see.
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. This is a saving throw, right?
Yes.
I'm sorry. A 14. 14. I'll take every point I can get.
Kalji, what did you roll again?
19.
19. All right.
Sorry.
Hold on. I'm trying to calculate this.
I do have a question. Oh, sorry. I do have a question.
Yeah.
About something. I have a feature that says if I roll a 19 or 20, I get critical hit. So that's like if my dice itself is exactly 19 when I do a hit, right? Not with the modifier, right?
Yeah. The way you would get a critical if you roll a 20, you would also get that if you roll a 19.
Got it.
It just helps your odds or whatever.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's super fucking cool.
Okay. All right. Xssithiss.
Oh, God.
You feel as you observe this and the just how incomprehensible what you're viewing is taking place, especially in contrast to this serene space. The violence of this creature and just the quickness and its
Tell me how I die.
Your
Scared.
your blood just your blood and your friend's blood just like dripping from this thing. You feel like you're losing your grasp on reality. You are now confused. You're now confused.
Confused. What does that mean?
At the beginning of your turn, you have to roll. You can't take reactions. And you must roll a d10 at the start, and I'll tell you the result.
Oh wait, I also forgot to roll my my d20 for the laurel wood wand, the shell core. Was it the chaos wand?
Okay.
Could I take that now, by the way?
All right. Let's do that.
Or like just to see if I get like a even or odd number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, why does it matter if it's even or odd?
Because it gives me +1 depending on if it's even or odd. So
when attacking with
gotta-
that weapon, right?
no, wait. Hold on, I have to look it up again. It's called the chaos wand, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Hold on, it's like giving me Wizards of the Coast.
Okay, so as you're figuring that out, I'm going to continue with this turn.
Go ahead.
You're confused. Kalji took its action. That was the lair action. Xssithiss, it's your turn. I need you to roll for me a d10.
Okay. D10. I got a 4.
4. The confusion and you hear your two voices like talking at once in your mind and arguing over what the next move is to take, and you are unable to take your turn at this point.
God.
Sheesh.
At the end of your turn, go ahead and roll for me another wisdom saving throw to see if you manage to break out of your confusion.
You know, that's accurate because I'm confused about this wand again. So, wait, what? What D10?
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Yo,
Okay.
the confusion was so hard it bleeded.
Oh
into
my gosh. I got a nat 1, but +5 is a 6.
All right. You are
Holy
still confused. Next
shit,
turn.
dude.
I am extremely confused.
Okay. Let's see. The warden is gonna take its turn. It's gonna take its. Sorry.
No, sorry. I was gonna say. I always say this. Imagine getting stressed out by your imagination. You know what I mean?
It's gonna take
Zephyr appear right now.
Sorry. It's gonna take its legendary action right before its turn. I'm gonna lump them together. It's gonna take 3 talent attacks on you, Kalji.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Do you have a healing pot or anything like that? Right? Just ducking and weaving. That's what we got right now. Oh my god, this is so bad.
How much time has left? Has it been already a minute?
Bro, I see 0 alternative too. Like, what do we have? Like, we have the magical items. We have
the statue.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to use it, but I'm not like I didn't attune to it. You know what I mean? It's just a magical statue.
It rolls 3 a 24, and a 27.
Ah!
All right, I'll roll 2 of those attacks.
I'm scared. I got the shivers.
I'm sweating.
It might be the ambiance music.
Oh, you're listening to it too?
The battle
Yeah.
music? Yeah, it helps.
Yeah,
It's great.
It's raising my
I'm
anxiety.
I don't think I can listen to it much longer. It's too much.
You take 36 slashing damage.
36!
Are you kidding? Okay, maybe this statue will bring you back.
I know, I'm down.
Yeah.
You're not only down. Describe
I'm dead, dude.
Kalji's final breaths.
Oh
Shit, I should have done it. Fuck. So, in his mind, he was just trying to protect the rest of them, but he's just not like every time he did a hit, every time he did anything, it just felt like he was helpless. And next thing you know, like he just came full force with. I feel like he didn't feel it. Like I feel like it was a swift death, but all he could think about was how he let down his like the people he was with, and then he just slumps to ground.
The creature lowers its limb from which Kalji was dangling and unmercifully just drops the body of your friend.
Kalji, we're so dead.
It trains itself on you, Xssithiss.
Oh my god.
My turn.
Lyra, it's your turn. Auntie, you're on deck.
Oh, I meant my turn to die.
Auntie's dead.
Oh, right. Sorry. Lyra's turn.
It didn't even get to my turn for me to do my bonus action either. I'm so screwed.
Hey, bro, you want a turn? We can get you a turn right now.
No.
Give me the word. I can get you a turn. I can get you a turn, bro.
No.
All right. Yeah, fuck it. I cast Animate Dead.
Oh my gosh.
Now what have we done?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's crazy.
Hey, we all grieve different. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
I'm just trying to do the best that I can. Yeah, I'm gonna recast that. I'm gonna cast Raise Dead, but as a zombie this time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you just as strong as a zombie or stronger?
I think it's slightly stronger, a little bit more durable.
It is now it.
Just as Kalji's body is dropped and slumped and bleeding out on the ground, you just see a limb kind of like twitch upward. And then from behind the statue, you see Lyra speaking some infernal incantation, and Kalji's form obscenely comes back to life, staggered, stanced, still a determined look on its face. The stats are of a zombie, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I'm pulling it up right now. Can we say that I can still use the scimitar that she had?
Yeah. Let's see.
It doesn't have proficiencies in any weapons or anything like that, so it won't be able to use any proficiency bonuses. But
okay, yeah. For flavor, we'll just change its scimitar to its slam to scimitar.
Okay.
And then bludgeoning to slashing. But otherwise, I can't. It's not going to be taking like.
I'll use the slam as the action for the whatever for damage mechanically.
I mean, like slam is like right up his alley, dude.
All right. Is that going to be your turn?
I'm going to use a bonus action to have Kalji attack.
Yeah.
Or Kalji, what are you doing? What are you doing, Kalji?
I have no brain. Just do whatever you want. He's in full rage right now.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna attack with the scimitar.
All right. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Oh my god. All right, so it doesn't hit. That's a nat one on the scimitar attack.
All right.
Maybe we should have ran into the meadows. If I die, you should go.
Yeah. If both of us go down, just book it. Like.
Okay.
Is prayer a bonus action?
prayer is a free action. Crying is also a free action. All right.
I'm crying right now. This is crazy.
Hey, at least Lawrence is consistent, and this
Yeah.
is not your first character death, right?
It's not.
No.
Not. It's slowly been escalating, so you know, it's okay.
On a nat 1, I'll allow the creature a counterattack.
Are you?
It was a critical fail.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh, I'm so scared. He's so strong.
It slashes once with its talon. 4, 8, 16, 16 slashing total
Okay. All
on
right.
zombie.
Not down, but fucked up. All right.
All right.
Kalji.
Okay, that's its. Oh, that's Kalji's turn.
Yeah, that was my action. That was my bonus action. I mean, all I have left is movement. But the movement doesn't even do me any good. There's no point in running because this thing can teleport like 100 feet.
Is this statue not gone yet? Also,
the statue is still standing before you.
Yeah, the statue standing. I still have my little mini statue in my inventory, but do I notice any change in the statue or any? I'm not casting detect magic any more than I had previously, so it's not as if I'm
Is
learning
detect
anything new.
magic like on, or is it a cantrip? If it's a cantrip,
no, it's not a cantrip. It's not a cantrip. It lasts 10 minutes, but I've been hit. No, I haven't been hit, but I don't remember the last time I casted it. When was that last? It wasn't. If it was before we were on the bridge, and it's gone for
okay.
sure. Yeah, I think it's gone. I think it's
okay.
gone.
Okay. All right. Yeah, as one of its legendary actions, it's going to fly up to you, Xssithiss, and swipe. A modified 20?
Yeah, it for sure hits.
All right. It
Oh god.
deals 19 slashing on you.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
What?
I'm dead.
All right.
Hey, you can animate me again too.
No, I can't. I'm too tired for that.
You are in the throes of having an argument with yourself in your head. Xssithiss and Zephyr, 2 souls in one form, and you're in the midst of fighting over, like, explaining to one another, like, logically, like, this doesn't make sense. How does this thing exist? How is it moving so fast? And the other one kind of just like, I guess, like, arguing more so like on its face, like, do you not see what's going on? Do you not see, like, our friends falling? A moment of clarity arrives, and you look down, and this creature's limb is directly in your torso and extending past it. And both of your minds just stop talking.
Both of them? I was like, well, at least one of them's gotta live, right?
You look up and you just see the red eyes just staring past you before finally.
Do I get to say anything to it?
Yeah, do you have any last, in this moment of clarity, do you have any last words?
I say death is only the beginning, and then I go I spit in its face, and then I'm like, run.
Run.
All right. It releases you. All right, that was its legendary action. For its turn, it drops Xssithiss. Looks at you, Lyra. Looks at the reanimated Kalji.
Oh shit.
And makes for you, Lyra. And it just walks. you hear the scraping of its steps, dragging on the stone. That sharp, painful scratch. Before finally it stands towering above you. The shade of the pillars of light kind of like creating this effect on it as it stares down. And you look into its eyes. And you feel nothing. It appears like you're staring at a force of nature. And it attacks.
The beginning of the end.
Modified 19.
Yeah.
Modified 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, drink that IPA.
Drink that beer, dude.
I wish I were right now.
All right. It deals 39 slashing on you.
Yeah, I'm dead.
As
No.
Fuck!
As it impales you, it stabs you once and then impales you that second time, dealing that finishing blow. You hear the thud of Kalji's reanimated body fall once more. And you feel your last gasps. What do you think of in these moments? Knowing your relationship with death and your history and your auntie's history.
I mean, I'm just thinking I'm off to join my auntie, but it's a bummer I didn't get to do all that I wanted to do.
All right. And you feel this pull from your torso. And you collapse. As you gasp for your last breath, darkness consumes your vision. And all sounds fade away into an eerie silence. The stress and the chaos and the pain that is life finally go away.
Wow. Nice. Great campaign.
All right,
Suddenly.
Pete,
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Suddenly.
I'm scared.
A blinding light pierces through a veil of darkness, and the scent of ancient dust and decay fills your nostrils. The sound of stone grinding on stone echoes through this chamber as a massive lid slides open. You rise and look around, seeing the vaguely familiar faces of Xssithiss and Kalji. You are reborn. Your tomb is your cradle. The memory of your past life flickering at the edge of your consciousness, like a flame dancing in the wind. As you emerge out of this tomb, the past and present merge together in a dizzying blur. The memories of your previous life intermingling with the sights and sounds of this tomb, creating this tapestry of experience that is both beautiful and haunting. You know that your journey is far from over. And with that, we will end this session.
Oh my.
That was tight. Oh my god.
That was really cool.
There is
I
no
got
way
so
out.
scared. But also I was like, dang, is it this kind of ending where we're all meant to die? I was like, nice.
This big bad is fucking scary, dude. Oh my god.
Was there a
I don't like
way
it.
to not die? Is that something we can know?
The campaign's not over. I don't know why you're asking me that.
No. I mean, but just that bad. Oh, we're going back there. Okay.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows, man?
Oh my god.
Welcome to D&D as a roguelike. Oh my god. All right. Well, that was fucking good. That was intense. I was like in my head like, oh fuck, like what else do I have? Like I don't have shit.
There was like a franticness and a desperation in that I had not felt on this side like the entire time I played this game. Like,
what do you mean?
Well, like just the threat of loss, like this. For characters I feel like you guys are invested in.
Not my baby Kalji.
Same.
When I was just like, holy shit. Like, this is the fastest I've lost somebody. No.
This is the fastest path into Lawrence's DM villain arc.
I know.
He gets the taste for blood of characters feeling their loss. He's gonna be chasing that dragon for campaigns to come. He said, "Watch your fucking back, dude. Don't get too like any character."
He went, I've never felt this thrill
full
before.
TPK.
Exactly.
It felt good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You've been watching too much You.
That was technically my first TPK. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well,
that was so funny.
Round of applause, regardless.
Yeah.
That was fucking good.
Yeah. All of us
Good
were
job.
frightened and scared.
Very.
Kyle really
Fighting for my
helped
life,
with
dude.
that with the YouTube video.
The music was going crazy, dude. I was like, oh my god.
Okay.
My
Thank you
anxiety
for
was
listening
full.
to that
That
on
was
your end.
scary.
It just added to the effect. Like, thank you so much.
Just
It was
raising
so
my like
bad,
stress
yeah.
level.
I
That
was already
great.
having
That was great.
anxiety. I was like, what are we gonna do? There's nowhere to go.
Oh my god. And where do we
I
go
knew
from
we were
here?
dead when you died. Yeah, I was like, Kalji's gone. That's our tank right there. Like, we don't stand a chance.
I tried with the zombie, lasted 1.5 rounds.
He tried.
That
He
was
tried to bring it back.
was
That's
really
funny.
cool. That was really cool imagery. Just
People
like
grieve in their own way.
in that line.
Hey, like I didn't want him to be dead. What do I know about what I'm doing? You know what I mean?
That
Yeah,
was
yes,
great.
you're right.
No, I like that a lot. That was great.
Fuck,
I
that was
mean,
really good. That was really good, Lawrence.
I really also really liked the attempts at like putting him at bay, especially for Xssithiss. Like you made 2 different attempts at like just like pushing him away, backing him away with the wind. And even though like he succeeded on those saves, like the effect of like the feeling of desperation I'm feeling from these characters as this force just approaches, just made it that much more dire. Yeah, the how I imagine this all going down as like we were describing this battle, probably one of my favorite to take place. Is it really telling how much enjoyment I'm getting?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, because it's got to be so
Tis
fun to see him, 'cause
legendary.
you typically have to walk this like weird line of like, okay, like I want my players to have fun, but there needs to be consequences, because if there's no consequences, then it gets like not as fun.
Right.
But it's like we're in a situation where you get to do both, like it's
but also
cool.
like on the other end, like I played with you guys, and especially you all are quite experienced D&D, like for as many years as you guys have been playing it now, and are quite like competent strategic like fighter or like
Not
navigators of
Superman
combat,
Yeah.
of how combat works. And especially like you all can be clever with your characters' respective ways, and like thinking of solutions that don't necessarily involve brute force, and so like having a battle that actually ends up defeating you is like really rare, even outside of like this. So yeah,
I feel like that combined attack was a real attack against me, but it's okay. I feel like that was a personal
I will
attack.
remember this. Yeah.
I feel like that was a personal attack, but I deserved it.
Kalji's taking that into his next life.
Imagine I accidentally say Megan, like, and then Megan,
Megan
you take 20 damage.
Yeah,
I mean,
Megan gets stabbed in
the chest. How does that feel 3 times?
That was good though. That was good. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I know. I was frightened.
And like, to be clear, I didn't actually know that like the end would be the beginning when I made Xssithiss say that. I thought he would just say that because
that was badass.
No,
dude.
that was badass, and it was incredibly poetic and fitting.
And
yeah, it was
and
great.
somehow it all.
Yeah.
He's gonna wake up and be like, I knew it.
Just like
I didn't.
Gonna be a smart ass about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, like the way things have panned out so far, like have just been really great. And I'm not trying to like retrospect or anything just yet because we're still in it. But like,
Right.
yeah, just the way everything has played out has been really like fitting for the setting, and just yeah, it's been pretty crazy.
I'm gonna
Campaign's
laugh
tight,
when we get
characters are
back and
tight, I'm a fan.
the were camels are still like haven't even touched their rations yet. We've been
Mm.
gone like
It's
10
been 3
seconds.
minutes.
But the thing is like I'm assuming we're gonna end up back in that original room we were in, and part of me is like, we were talking to ourselves for the longest time, and ourselves wouldn't tell us that we died here multiple
Maybe
times.
ourselves
Like,
didn't know because we hadn't beaten them yet.
We
Oh.
just kept going in and in. That mean it's like if we just kept on going in that place multiple times,
It
and been
feels
like
like a
we've been here
cartoon, for sure.
forever, then we
Yeah.
literally are just hooked on dying.
Yeah.
Or are
Oh, we're addicts.
Or the alternative is just to go crazy and sit in a cave like the other fucking bozo.
Or we
Just
just go
kill each
home
other.
right now. We know what's in
We
there.
can't get out the exit. It's
We
sealed shut. What you mean?
There's no
I'd love to go home.
Oh, we're not outside the tomb. We're like still
Well, we don't know.
Two-
We
room
just woke
one.
up.
I don't know.
Well, for
Well,
the next
well,
session.
okay.
Okay.
I thought you said we woke up in the tomb.
Yeah, you woke up and you had seen Kalji and Xssithiss standing there. This is the room that you had been writing on the walls in.
Yeah, with the
Oh.
right? Yeah.
I thought you meant like we were
Mm-mm,
looking
not
at the
not
tomb from the
no,
beginning.
not the outside.
Okay.
You're looking
Not the-
outside.
not
Do
the
you go back
mausoleum.
in again? Fuck no. Get out of
Imagine.
there.
Imagine if that's how-
Like, how
We
about
got it this time. We're
No.
good for this, right, guys?
we get to the bridge and we'd be like, how about this time we just jump off the bridge and see what
Yeah,
happens?
yeah. Hey, who knows? Yeah, just save right before. Yeah.
All right.
Just
We could try walking backwards.
Theories, dude.
We'll see what happens. But until then, good job. That was an
Thanks,
amazing
Lawrence.
session. You guys did great.
Yeah, I appreciate
And,
the effort you do to make
yeah.
it.
Sorry
all
for
come together,
the desperation. I was getting so nervous there.
No,
You're gonna have
yeah.
to sound check that.
Yeah, that's why
My
you.
bad.
That's why you ate all those those berries.
Yeah, that was not a mechanism for that. He was like, I'm gonna eat them all.